Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? Lovely Monday evening, Monday night. It's Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, aka LB Lauderdale Boss. You know what it is. Rain Gang Radio.com. El Capitan in the building. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Ring gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy King P, Bodega Boxing in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. I am not very feel today. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people need to be kicked out the bodega today. So I feel Luis Pabon needs to be kicked out. He can't come in. He would probably try to ref a bodega fight and would ref it all wrong. So he could never be in the bodega when a fight pops off. So Luis Pabon, off you go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I second that. Get the fuck out of the goddamn bodega boxing. Don't even be around a word that start with the letter B, nigga. Like, I'm just good on that. Like, just
except for B, because that's what you was this weekend.
Oh no, he could be around another word with the letter B. Banished.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fuck on.
Yes, sir. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Let's fly. It's Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Ringer Radio. Let's fly. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. And man. Okay, I'll be putting his sound effects.
So we're doing some Boyz II Men shit today, huh?
I ain't doing it in a minute, nigga. Shit, like, I ain't make the little ad lib in a minute.
But I gotta say about this weekend, man. Again, 2023 has been an amazing fucking year for boxing so far. But the fucking heavyweights, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on with these niggas, man. It seems like not one heavyweight can have a highlight in this motherfucking year. Like,
I'm saying, like, yo, literally, like, yo, the heavyweight highlights for this year consist of
Zhang.
I think you could put them all on one hand, and you barely might not even get a hand. You got the Johnny Rice upset stoppage with one punch. That's one. The Zhang Joyce highlight.
I mean, I guess Charles Martin rocking Big Baby kind of is
Charles Martin rocking Big Baby. That's 3.
You know my favorite. My favorite is the one where Polish Babyface got bodied, but that was a good fight. But
okay, that's 4.
I mean, that was good for my bank account because I stressed that one. I was like,
like I said, you barely getting a whole hand. You barely got 5 highlights for heavyweight for this year. Now, if I was to say, okay, what are the highlights for fucking welterweight, junior middleweight, this weight, that weight? Y'all niggas could be naming a whole bunch of fights, but heavyweight. And I didn't even name 5 great moments. I just said these are the best moments of the heavyweight division.
The most memorable moments.
Did we even get to a number 5? We just said 4.
The best moments. These aren't so great moments.
This ain't been a great year.
Like memorable moments.
These are only.
Honestly, there hasn't really been a best moment really
this year.
That's what I'm saying.
For heavyweights, if you were to find saying that. Picking the #1 heavyweight with the best moment this year is like saying that heavyweight is the nicest guy in prison. It's been that bad of a damn.
I mean, dude, it's we got toaster leave-ins for heavyweight highlights.
I'm just saying,
I said, you only got like a handful.
Bro,
you only have a handful. You just got 4.
Listen, I'm gonna stop you there, LB, because that's an insult to toaster leave-ins. Like this hasn't even been good enough for toaster leave-ins. Nah,
nigga, I ain't gonna lie. We didn't have some bad toaster leave-ins, but man, maybe this is like some toaster strudel, like a Pop-Tart leave-in, like
Pop-Tart leaving.
I mean, the heavyweight's been bad. Like, I mean, we can't name 5 highlights. We only got to 4, and it feels like they're lowlights.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yeah, like me and 2 of them were just flat out like upsets. It was just like
2 upsets.
Yeah,
1 good fight. Well, 2 of the upsets.
Actually, there were 3 upsets. Actually, pretty much they were all like 3 of them were upsets.
All of them were upsets. Like, god damn. And you know what? Okay, the 5th one is last weekend with Dubois and Usyk. That's it. That's 5, right? Like,
yeah.
God damn, niggas had to struggle for that 5. That's like, God damn, wow. Like, that's like the worst start. I know how Iverson feel in that damn finals run. Shit.
I'm just saying, like me personally, I just have low expectations for heavyweights these days. I watch all kind of boxing, but I just don't put much weight, no pun intended, into heavyweight.
Nigga, they
boxing.
turned into the middleweight expectations.
Yeah, and it's like bad too, because I mean, honestly, you would think that one of these heavyweight fights would actually pop off, like, you know.
Actually, nope. I remember one was Wardley Gorman. That was pretty good for 3 rounds, if y'all remember that one. But that's like, I'm just saying, it was a good fight.
You and this damn Wardley.
That was a good fight.
No,
you gotta stop.
I mean,
you gotta stop.
That's some like we getting really low if we added that to like
we getting the stems out the bag, the last little nubs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Pilot's digging in the crates for that one.
Yeah.
Nigga, you trying to find the B-side of a B-side. you trying to find, like, let me see. You're looking for like the unreleased version of Hit 'Em Up Part 3 or some shit. Like, you want the one where niggas got verses of Snoop and Cube and everybody, like hold on, I didn't even know Pac was that angry. Like that's the shit you want, nigga. Like this regular shit, nah, man. It ain't. We got our 5, so let's go.
Yeah.
Fuck it, Pat. I'll start with you. What you feel about this motherfucking mid-ass goddamn heavyweight fight?
Man, first of all, I'm disappointed Usyk because Usyk is coming off the heels of where pretty much he's seen as a top 3, and Crawford and Monster both did their thing. Like, they're like, everyone pretty much knows that they're 1A and 1B, depending on how you see it. And so Usyk is being known as 3, and especially supposed to, readily outclass Dubois and, go about his business. But but then, and the thing that kills me too is, like, I mean, Usyk had proved to me long ago that he was official, but just to see him take it was a beltline shot, and then just seeing him on the canvas and milking that shit for all it's worth was like, this is the shit that I was like, I mean, I expected like a lesser fighter to do that, like, but not someone who I consider a pound for pound top 3 fighter. And it was just disappointing to me. But I mean, outside of that, Usyk was Usyk. He was boxing Dubois up.
He was beating the shit out of Dubois. I mean, he was beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, like Dubois' tentative ass was like he wasn't like he wasn't throwing or anything. Like, he let Usyk dictate the pace. But Dubois lands 1,000,001 shots.
I don't know if he was beating the shit out of him. He was not beating the shit out of him. If he would have beat the shit out of him, he would have stopped his ass a long time ago.
I mean, he was outboxing his ass, but he wasn't. I mean, he didn't start beating the shit out of him until like after the whole belt shit. But
he never started beating the shit out of him. He just kept boxing him like a little bitch. Fuck that shit. God damn, that nigga got me angry with that whole ass performance. Fuck it. 2023. The Arthur Abraham Actor Academy Award winner of the year goes to Usyk, and the year not over for best fucking acting.
Yeah, it was
nigga acted more than goddamn Kodo Cousin in that one fucking fight on Showbox where I think the corner was like, stay down.
Yeah, because I remember that.
Then this motherfucker's like, oh, my neck, my back. Nigga, if you don't. I'm glad he got his ass up for that stupid shit. Like, dude.
I remember there was another case on Friday Night Fights where a motherfucker, I think he got fouled and was just stained. Actually, no. I think it was the one that Rigo accidentally knocked out after the bell, and he got his ass up. he was conscious. The nigga was conscious. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, well, get your punk ass up and fight. Although technically, I had money on that fight on him losing. So I was kind of hyped at the time that they might actually call it a DQ, but still, get your monkey ass up and fight. So what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like it was. But just the fact though that someone who's barely a B level heavyweight can say that he virtually KO'd one of the top heavies in boxing. It's a valid argument, and that's
they say it's the best southpaw in heavyweight history.
Yeah, and that's the shit. It doesn't look good for the optics, for Usyk, because Dubois, like I said, he's a limited fighter, but
And you saw about speaking of, digging to the crates. I've seen videos of like Better Beef dropping, Usyk and the amateurs and shit like that. But there's a whole compilation now people are pulling of
that compilation is one thing because number one, it's not necessarily in this pros. Like it's just basically
I'm just saying,
him. Look, dude.
People are bringing
dude gets all the flack that dude needs to get all the flack that Thurman get. Fuck all that.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's funny.
He looks more bothered than Thurman.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, because Usyk didn't get touched up to the body like that as a cruiserweight, but obviously these are heavyweights now, so it's like that's why you don't see no highlights of cruiserweight him getting hit to the body all that like that or him reacting. It's heavyweights are just heavier punchers, so it's like he's getting hit more. Like Joshua was the first, and now but then Dubois got him, and I was just like yo, and the referee was just mad incompetent, like He immediately called that shit. Like he didn't even start counting. Like the motherfucker just said, even before he sat his ass down, he was like, "Okay, no, this is a slip. It's a look."
That ref fucking sucked, man. I can't
was horrible.
Get that point across enough.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was just like the referee was like, "You can take." And then even when Usyk was like, "I'm ready to fight," Usyk was like, "No, you have 5 minutes." I was like, "The man just said he was fucking ready to fight."
But see, I blame all of them because I blame Usyk as well because he was acting and carrying on. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He didn't carry himself as a pound for pound top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of fighter.
He damn sure didn't look like it.
He did not look it or act it or he did acting, but he just ain't act like a fighter to me. He act like a bitch on that one. Like, fuck it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I just gotta say this shit. Like, because he's the reason why the fucking goddamn boxing weekend was so fucking trash. When you're the top fighter of the weekend, you have a responsibility to carry the sport, and you didn't. You carried it to a goddamn Academy Awards.
So you carried it to now, and now of course, there's a lot of think pieces now out there, not on Twitter, but on YouTube too.
Now I gotta see a rematch. Now. Like, I can't really call you a champion like that. You there, nigga. But
the thing with that fight, even after the fight continues, it wasn't like Dubois fought hard. This motherfucker went into a fucking
Neither fought harder, though. That's the fucking point. Dude, you could visibly see Dubois was discouraged, disheartened. You could see that. Like, take Ryan Garcia's look from after he got up from being dropped from Campbell, the Luke Campbell fight. Mm-hmm. That's what Dubois was for the rest of the fucking fight. Mm-hmm. And Ryan Garcia was only like that for like 2 minutes.
Right.
And Dubois was like that for like 3, 4 fucking 5 rounds.
No, he was like that pretty much. He was done, mentally finished.
Yeah. And the sad part is when he tried, he would still land shots on Usyk. That's the fucking sad part. He would still land the occasional right hand.
No, but the thing is, though, with the rematch, I don't want a rematch because Dubois basically sat his ass down. He quit. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, he did. He did, but it just still don't even feel right. It still don't feel right. And I don't really necessarily want a rematch. It's just, I'm looking at it as like, oh my God, y'all muddled up the division some more because y'all not going to fight it. Even if y'all did have a rematch, that shit ain't going to come until like March or some shit. And not like y'all niggas going to be like,
was that a legal shot or below the belt to you?
It was legal. It's just, this is the thing. Usyk, like, you familiar with Arthur Abraham, right?
Yeah.
You've seen his fights.
I've seen his fights, yeah.
Dude, he was on his Arthur Abraham shit. You watch an Arthur Abraham fight, this motherfucker, if anything is low or
he'd milk it. Yeah,
he's milking it. He'll go look at the ref. He complain to the ref in whatever fucking language he speak.
And Loma does that too. Yeah, low-key Loma
does it too. Yo, fucking goddamn European niggas with this bullshit.
Loma complains way too.
Well, we know people. How about you, Pat? What do you think? Was that a low shot or was that legal to you, Pat?
No, it was legal. Yeah, that was the thing. That's why
it's legal as a motherfucker.
It was real close. I can see both sides.
The fact that it wasn't a one and done. Fucking Usyk kept complaining the whole like. Usyk set the tone for the whole fight with all the complaining and shit. If remember, there was one that was borderline that he complained about, and the ref was like, "Nah, that's good." I'm like, "Nigga, you should have been like that. You kept giving it to him. Like yo, real talk. Like, I get it. The Ukraine is going through a tough time and all that shit.
Fuck all that. Fuck all.
But I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit. Niggas war every day, nigga. I don't give a goddamn, nigga. Black people at war every day for their fucking life.
Listen,
walking down the street, for having iced tea, wearing a hoodie. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Cry me a fucking story river, nigga.
What does that war in Ukraine have to do with boxing? Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. It's motherfuckers keep damn conflating the two and shit. Y'all try to feel sorry for this motherfucker. Y'all already say he an all-time great. What the fuck you feel sorry for? Why you gotta give him every fucking advantage? God damn, he's already Dubois. No one picked Dubois to win this motherfucker. The most niggas said, and I was the one who said this shit, was the whole he's gonna have his Anthony Yard better be moment. And I feel like he did, because if he didn't, we wouldn't be all fired up talking about this shit right now like that. We would have just mailed this shit in like on some like Usyk did what he did, whatever, ho home, da. But this man had one punch and changed the fucking fight. Hey, he ain't even getting credit for it. You got motherfuckers trying to dissect pictures and shit. Like, goddamn picture ain't gonna show because you don't have a 3D camera, a 3D picture image where you could go around it and look. No, it's a still image where a motherfucker, the velocity, the trajectory of the shot already been changed. So y'all not proving anything dissecting a still image.
And on top of that, too, the referee, when they're supposed to give instructions, is supposed to
He didn't mention it. He didn't mention it.
Yeah, he didn't mention
I remember
it's too high or on the belt line, like this is low or whatever. You're supposed to.
I feel like Tim Bradley and Top Rank commentary were shilling a little bit, because Fury is their guy in a sense, right? And they were showing a little clear a little bit of bias. I mean, they were praising Usyk, but they were really trying to sway the people to think it was definitely a clean shot.
They all did that. Like that's the thing, because remember, he's the guy, he's the name, yada yada yada. I get it. Oh, woe is me, Ukraine, this, that. That's all. That's the whole vibe these niggas have with that shit. To the point, I'm just like, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm over it. Like keep this shit out of boxing. Like this nigga A-sided too much. Like, we already got plot armor with Canelo for the judges and Katie Taylor and all these other motherfuckers. But goddamn, niggas got like low blow plot armor now. Like, damn. Like, y'all niggas gonna wear chastity belt soon. Like, what the fuck? This boxing hood men in tights, nigga. What is this?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous now. And like I said, Usyk should have. I mean, if now Usyk was like, he needed a minute and was ready to fight again and shit, like just to show that then he shook it off.
But I mean, you do get 5 minutes. I feel like Top Rank was like,
he's the first nigga who ever took 5 minutes though.
Let me get off. Even though the ref was like kind of like, you can see a little bit of favoritism to Usyk. You get 5 minutes, I thought was the rule, the actual rule. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But they were acting like the ref was, but legally
they always give 5 minutes. The thing is,
niggas get 5 minutes.
Like Pat was saying, most niggas don't take the whole 5 minutes.
They don't take the 5 minutes. They don't take the full 5 minutes.
He's literally the first. No matter of fact, he took 6 minutes. The ref gave him an extra minute.
5 minutes. I ain't gonna. I think that
the nigga had like 6 minutes.
He got good. He got a good 6 minutes though. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Nigga, all the balls that were hit by Felix Trinidad, these Puerto Rican boxers.
I'm not the man. I can't. I don't know where he got hit. So it was real close. I can see both sides of the coin. Personally.
Cool, but this is the thing. Like, they had it to the point, like, yo, if Usyk could have got this nigga DQ'd, he would have.
Right.
That's how bad it was. When it never should have got that close. But hold on, yo, my bad, yo. Nigga spitting so hard, motherfucking. Let me check these comments out, nigga. Salute Blazing Killer, what it do? As a new fan, I found Fury Wilder 3 to be the most exciting from when it happened until now. Still, yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't argue against that. Oh, what it do, Chris Brown? Salute. Usyk can't take a body. I know he got Keith Thurman body at heavyweight. Like, that's horrible. If you had heavyweight with a welterweight body, but whatever. He's fraudulent like Loma.
He's not fraudulent. That's the thing.
He's not fraudulent, but I ain't gonna say like, this is the thing. You could be a bitch and still be good at something. I'll just say that. Like, I don't get all this killer mean shit from this nigga, how people be acting. No, you got a little bitch in you. The body shots bring it out.
Yeah, but Usyk is faced and beating too many killers to actually say that he's fraudulent. He's
Yeah,
really
that's
not.
what I'm saying. He's not fraudulent. That's why I said you could be a bitch.
He's not fraudulent.
Like you could have some doubts in your heart about certain shit.
Yeah, I mean it's heavyweight,
and still he's not perfect. Like that's all I'm saying. Like. Yeah, I ain't gonna go as far. He ain't fraudulent, and I don't even want to say Lomachenko fraudulent. But
Usyk, Usyk does get. Let's be, I don't want to bring an elephant in the room, but Usyk does get a little bit of love, probably because his complexion a little bit. But that's okay.
No, I mean, let's put it this way: with Usyk, and I personally was not Usyk fan, but Usyk proved that he's actually the goods. Like, let's put it this way.
I'm tomorrow. I didn't pick Usyk. Only one that picked Usyk to beat AJ a second time. So I'm just saying. But
but let's put it this way: like with Usyk, like I mean, it has to make sense. Like when I hear niggas say that Tank is over Usyk, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, that's not.
Nobody's saying that now. Nobody's saying that.
I don't know who said that.
People say that. People say
that, nigga. Like,
I've never seen Tank act as bitch made as
you guys are
Usyk
lucky.
did.
You guys are lucky. It's not on your timeline because I've been seeing some outrageous shit sometimes.
I ain't gonna lie, with the way Usyk acted, now I'll accept anything niggas want to say now. Like he did. Too many niggas at the top level this year are putting in all
basically. If Charlo wins, whether it be by KO or the stop, he'll be in the top 3 for sure. If it's a decision, I'd slide Usyk to 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. I know when I do the pound for pound list again in December. I mean, unless if Charlo wins, Usyk will probably start going down slightly down the list. Depending on
one fight a year ass nigga. All right, hold on. What I found interesting is Dubois was probably purposely trying to land around that area because it's still legal, but very close to being illegal, if that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, but the thing is, that was his best punch. That was the punch he was getting the most reaction from, and it ain't my fault. Usyk was acting like a bitch. Like that's all. There's no nice way I could say it. Like he was acting bitch made.
I mean, Usyk took shots to the head. Like he took them well. Like he wasn't staggered.
There was only one. I felt like he got buzzed. Where I was like, oh shit, that woke him up. But yeah.
It's just weird that dude seems he has a solid chin. There's no question about that.
His body,
that body, we touch him like he just. I don't know, it just goes haywire. Like you just.
I think it was like.
Hey man, I mean, I think we've all got hit with a body shot. That shit hurt, bro.
Yeah, it does hurt.
Nigga, dude. Nah, fuck that. We not doing this.
I know. I'm just
doing this.
Body shots bad. I mean,
nigga, body shots hurt. We get that.
It hurt like a mother.
But like I said, you have a certain responsibility when you're a pro boxer, let alone a champion. A unified champion, a goddamn pound for pound number 3
heavyweight champion,
a heavyweight champion, nigga. I'm not supposed to see you goddamn pop locking when a nigga hit your body. Mm-hmm. Like what the fuck, nigga? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like we all been hit, but I'll ask y'all niggas straight up. Have y'all ever reacted like Usyk did?
No.
Nah. That was like some Joe.
I've been hit with some hard ones. Pause.
Yeah, and for me, that's a hell fucking no, nigga. That shit ain't in my blood to be.
I'm not gonna lie. One time I hopped around a little bit like Thurman, but I ain't do like Usyk. Like that.
I feel you. Like, look, man, we light skinned. We can act a little bit more. Like, we can act like. I've taken the knees from body shots. I mean, because they are what they are, nigga. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all can't be hurt. Of course,
yeah.
Ain't nothing bitch made about being hurt. It's bitch made when you damn lead and act on, and you try to get, and you change the trajectory of the fight, and you just carrying on, and especially when you outclass this nigga. Look. If this was Friday Night Fights, Sheikah versus Pemberton or some shit, or Malo Minto, whatever the fuck, a fight of that level where both guys are kind of evenly matched.
And they evenly beat. I wrote a forgotten thing about that one. I wrote forgotten thing about the Sheikah Pemberton. I got my own horn.
Now the thing is, it's one thing if both niggas is kind of evenly matched, and one dude. Like they're giving and taking, and one nigga's like, fuck it. Hey, ref, he hit me, but like he hit me right here. Like, hold on, like, and he try to fucking sell it a little bit. Like, I could kind of understand that a little bit because y'all at that level where motherfuckers is you trying to win. But it's different when you're top 3 pound for pound unified heavyweight champion. Nigga, like I don't know, like my pops would like throw the remote if he saw Mike Tyson do this shit. Like nigga, like you you think fucking Muhammad Ali could do a moonwalking shit up from a body shot? Are y'all saying this nigga better than Holyfield? Nigga, I remember fucking Chris Bird heard Holyfield bad with a body shot. The nigga did like a little juke back step.
I'm not gonna lie, that's funny as fuck. Just the thought of it. Like I couldn't picture the thought of him moonwalking like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's why when old niggas be like, yeah, he's nice, he's good, but he ain't beating so-and-so from 1987. He ain't beating so-and-so from 1991. He ain't beating so-and-so from 1999. It's because of shit like that. We didn't see shit like that. It's like boxing, like, nigga, we didn't even see Jake Paul react like that to, like, nigga, like, dude, Usyk, like, bro, like, cut this shit out. The fact niggas got a compilation of highlights of you bitching and moaning with body shots is terrible.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't a good look, and especially just coming off, where you're supposed to be that rarefied air of pound for pound greats, and then you pull that, like, yes, you won, yes, you knocked out Dubois, yes, you got your clean heavyweight knockout.
You were supposed to,
but it's just like now. But when people are talking about you actually getting virtually KO'd, by Dubois, and and you're acting, something has to change. Something is completely wrong. And fucking Top Rank, they have all types of. I don't know why they have like 4 different highlights of this shit like on their page. It's like it's a
narrative swinger, yo, a narrative changer.
Yeah, it is too, and it's just like and like I said, even then, I like Usyk as a fighter. Usyk is definitely growing me, but yeah, it was just like that. The whole Dubois thing is just like because now it's gonna be more people gotta expect. I mean, Dubois, they're saying they're gonna try appeal. These appeals never work. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter win an appeal since fucking Nate Campbell and Tim Bradley. Like that's probably the last time I've ever seen a fighter really.
Damn, I forgot about that.
No, it doesn't
fucking happen. Headbutts, nigga. That shit was like the 3rd round fight was starting to get good, and motherfucker with his goddamn bucket head just went to town and shit. Like,
yep, and the referee called it a TKO, which would have been Bradley's best stoppage ever, but yeah, Nate Campbell was like, nah, bro, we going to. He actually surprised.
That's a random ass fight to remember, though. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's the only time I actually remember a fighter actually winning a fucking appeal and actually it turned into a no contest. That's the only time I actually remember that shit without a failed drug test or anything.
Salute to Nate Campbell, Florida nigga, real nigga,
the Galaxy Warrior, yes sir,
Galaxy Warrior. Hold on, let me go back to these comments real quick, God. Hold on. Jasera, I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, my bad. It was very close to a low blow, though, but I think it kind of shows some gaps in Usyk's defense. Yeah, it's borderline. It's cool. Yeah, I fucks with it. I agree. It definitely shows some gaps in Usyk's defense. Like, if you're a heavyweight boxer right now, if you're not in the gym practicing a swarming style for Usyk, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to rematch because Dubois is most likely going to quit. Like, I've never seen someone with that much quit mentality to do.
Yeah.
I ain't going to lie. This nigga looked like somebody said, yo, we taking your ball from you. You can't go outside and play recess. We going to take your game from you. No more PlayStation. No more Xbox. We taking your fruit snacks too, nigga. Oh, that little pillow fort you made in the living room? Fuck that. We taking that too, nigga.
Yeah,
just 2 months.
We gotta change that nigga's name from DDD Dynamite or whatever to fucking the Tin Man. Cause goddamn, that nigga got no.
Dude, I quick Twitter poll. Who looks more discouraged in a fight when things aren't going their way? Dubois or Shane Mosley?
Dubois.
But damn. I ain't gonna lie, Shane Mosley up there, but Henny got salute. What it do, God? That shot was legal. They screwed that man like Bret Hart. Damn, man. Shout out to Bret Hart.
Oh my
God damn. Now you talking about wrestling, niggas. See, you know what wrestling was? What I heard, wrestling was better this weekend than boxing. So you win, my nigga.
It was way better.
Personally,
Way
I
better.
believe it was low, and Dubois wasn't robbed. But these arguments about people saying Dubois should be champ is absolute BS, even if the shot was legal, in my opinion. Every 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh shit on. Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know if that's the thing, Blazing Killer. If you think the shot is legal, then I can't front on nobody who thinking Dubois deserved to be champ.
Mm-hmm.
He has and that's the sad part about it. This was supposed to be like a fucking like a showcase, but like a special showcase, because Dubois did have a puncher's chance.
He did.
So it wasn't like your regular showcase where it's like, all right, you should wipe his ass with this dude. It was this is a different little showcase, and he's doing it in Poland, la da 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 da. You know, we get it, but
yeah, it just basically you just want a cleaner work from Usyk, like without the fuckery, the cleaner knock, or at least Usyk, if he had at least gotten dropped by the shot, at least got his ass up instead of if he had gotten his ass up immediately and and wasn't wrong around doing those other shit, then I think then we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would be like, okay, the ref fucked up. It wasn't like Usyk.
Yeah, because it was too much. Like, think about it. If that shot that he got dropped was the only low blow he complained about, I honestly don't think niggas would even be caring like that. We would have just been like, borderline, whatever, da 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 da. But it's the fact that it happened throughout the fight, and like you said, he took not 5. He first nigga to take the whole 5 minutes, but he took additional time, and then the ref was on some tag team like, hey nigga, like, hey, you good. I know you said you good, but chill. Yeah, like, hey, you're Usyk, man. You're top 3 pound for pound. You're the guy. Like,
yeah, that favoritism. That favoritism was was absolutely no good. Like the ref, like it was just too much favoritism. Like you're supposed to be impartial, ref. Doesn't matter where you are or the fact that the promotions is like, hey, you got to you gotta be. The shot has to be a little bit tighter. Your work has to be a lot tighter. It's bullshit. You can't be doing that. Like,
yeah. Oh, salute, Lukey. What it do? You need to cook. Love this show. Be sure to hit the like button. He said, God, tag me in. And we be cooking. Blazing. I really don't think Usyk would stay down if the ref stopped counting. But also at the same time, if he were to get up ASAP after the count started, that would kind of prove that Usyk milked it. I feel you, but it's like it just come. I guess it's the preference, man. It's like if it. You know what? Fuck it. It's your preference. Like it's like hip hop. I'll do an example. Some of us like our MCs if they're on some street shit to have the street aura. Meaning, you ain't got to be rah-rah in the streets. You ain't got to be no serial killer. You ain't got to be doing, all types of shit like that. But at least had an image enough to pull it off where, it's like, okay, I could kind of understand him spitting like this. And, just like our boxers, box a man or woman that box, they're on a higher level than a normal human being, a nigga who sit his ass on the couch. There's levels. Just like a guy who's a champion, a world champion, there's another level from a nigga who's a contender.
Right.
And so when you get to the level of, and heavyweight champion, you're literally the baddest nigga on the earth. Like, really. Like,
yes, sir. Yes,
so
absolutely.
when you hold that mantle, we kind of expect you to conduct yourselves a certain way. No one's saying that he should have stayed down. He should have got back up immediately. No, like low blows hurt. And I had a nigga hit me, like do a low blow, and I tried to shrug it off in 30 seconds. And he was on some same shit like the ref. Like, yo, chill, dude. Like, you good, take it. I'm like, nah, because I'm thinking about I want to get this nigga back.
Right.
Well, motherfucker, he feint like I get back into it. He feint. I fall for the feint. Jab up. That catch me in the chin, right hand. I'm like, God damn. And I'm like, nigga, you only did that because I wasn't even ready. So I get it. You don't want to fuck up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just sparring. I don't want a nigga to damn do this when you got 3 belts on the line.
Exactly.
But still, he could have took a minute. He could have took 2 minutes. He could have, but the acting, and then remember, he did it throughout the fight. It's not like this is a isolated incident. So it's just a bad look, man. There's nothing he could say that could really change my mind about it. And like yeah. Fuck. What did the goddamn street say? What did the street say? Like, what did the Twitter polls say? What did Twitter say?
Oh, about Dubois getting screwed. Shit.
Yeah, because I don't want to seem like we taking up for
this. We got 56 votes. 59% said yes, Dubois got screwed. 41% said no, he didn't. So.
No, I'm guessing the one thing he didn't get screwed, like Blazing Killer said, is because I don't think Twitter are realizing that Dubois quit from a damn jab asking for a rematch. And yes,
him and Frank Warren on that bullshit. Like, I mean, it doesn't really warrant a rematch. We don't know if he was going to stay down if the ref started counting. It is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, it would have helped.
They're allowed to say that.
I mean, it would have helped Dubois' case if he actually was fighting hard and got really legitimately KO'd. Like the Joe Joyce KO, everyone saw that he got jabbed, but then it turned out Joe Joyce broke his shit. I don't think Usyk broke his shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
and the thing is, Dubois didn't show any type of fire even after the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how some niggas that get stopped and they'll be like, and they're slow to get up or whatnot, and then when the ref wave it off, they're like, "Hey, nigga, nah, chill."
Yo, his trainer showed more fire. His trainer was fucking heated. Like, that nigga was just like, he was roaring. Like,
that's why I could understand. That's why I can't argue against either one. Like I could understand the niggas saying like, yeah, he deserve a rematch, and I could understand the motherfuckers saying, no, nah, he don't. Nah, we good on that. I could understand it. I could understand both sides. Like, I honestly see it 50-50. Like, I can't argue it because it's just like I'm equally disgusted by both. It's one of those, like, you tell both your kids, you got some kids at the house, you tell them to do their chores, and none of them do the chores. And so you go home and you just whoop everybody ass because you just disgusted with everybody. Yeah, like I experienced that shit before, nigga. So I'm talking from experience, but that's how I feel. Like, I just feel like Usyk, you didn't conduct yourself like a pound for pound champion, future all-time great. And Dubois, you didn't conduct yourself like you was a fucking hungry top contender with dynamite fist ready to go after it. Like honestly, I'm good on both y'all niggas fighting again. Like, I was already saying like Usyk need to fight more, but after this shit, like, nigga, I'm one more thing before this then. This shit about this motherfucking talk about goddamn street fight next. Nigga, you don't shut your bitch ass cracker ass up, nigga. I don't want to hear no street shit from out your fucking mouth. Or that goddamn bitch in the moment you did to the motherfucking ref, nigga. And that just brings it back to the hip hop example. Now, what if a nigga get punked in these streets and he done killed 70 niggas on his records, and a nigga stepped to him and he fucking jumping over fucking turnstiles and tables and all types of shit trying to get away from a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how Usyk looked to me.
Yeah,
nigga look like Safari running from Meek Mill or some shit.
Well, all I know is, my last thing to say about this. I mean, I know Fury now, if he's watching and after he finishes doing what the fuck he's doing with Francis Ngannou, like, that motherfucker better try to make that fight and finally, because it hasn't been good because it seemed like Fury has been avoiding Usyk. Like, I mean, there's no question that he has. So it's like, so it makes him look bad by proxy because it's just like, what are you doing? And
he looks bad because if you're ducking this, you're making it difficult to make this fight with fucking Keith Thurman Jr. Yes, junior, nigga. He ain't fucking senior, nigga. You might be the third or some shit. Like, with that goddamn lightweight body, nigga.
You know,
nah, Fury, you better make this motherfucking fight.
Yeah, and you or find some way, because I mean, either way, Hrgovic is next for Usyk, because that's the next Mando for him. And truthfully, I don't even want to see Hrgovic fight Usyk either, because Hrgovic is like this is heavyweight.
All these niggas look mid, yo. I'm fucking tired of the heavyweights.
Yeah, because Hrgovic was the former boogeyman, and until he got
exposed.
exposed.
Oh my, give it a rest, boogeyman, schmoogie man, get the fuck out of
here. Hey, remember? I thought we had a Twitter poll with that shit. I think he's no longer the boogeyman. Like, yo, all these boogeyman shit.
Yeah,
it's done. Like.
Yeah, because pretty much because right now I've always said Usyk was the lone heavyweight that never really showed any kind of flaws. Now he has, like, all the heavyweights.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Like,
yeah, like
he's so flaws, but now it's like I'm looking at the mental now. Like,
yeah,
the mental is way more to me, because I look at it. If Fury fights Usyk the same way he fought Wilder in the rematch, he beats the shit out of Usyk. All he got to do, fucking walk him down, fucking parry, fucking snap the jab, fucking just be on him. Like, just pause. Just be there in front of him. Go to the body.
No pause necessary.
Because I'm just like, yes, Chris Brand, Wilder beats the shit out of Usyk.
Yes,
he knocks him out. The fucking right hand.
He knocks him out. Like, come on. At this point, if you think that Usyk beats Wilder, you're crazy.
I you know me, I don't think that highly of Wilder's
boxing ability. Listen,
50-50.
Even regardless of what you think of Wilder, you're telling me that
I would have said before. I never said Usyk Wilder was 50-50. I said Usyk would beat Wilder flat out. But now
it's a lot of people said that, but now it's like infinitely a closer fight after this.
And I've been telling you, regardless of what you think about Wilder is he's not going to be able to avoid that right hand for all 12 rounds. He's going to win every second of every round until he gets knocked out. I'm sorry. And
the thing is, Wilder is at least going to keep trying. All these other sappy ass niggas be on some like, nah, I don't want to fight you. Nah, I'm scary. Like, nigga, at least if you can't say nothing good about Wilder, you can say that motherfucker won't give up.
No, he got heart. He got heart, man.
And that's real hard. I never remember Wilder damn bitching and complaining in the ring. In the ring, because that's where it really matters, in the ring. Like, yeah, we done got at Wilder for making excuses and bitching and complaining outside the ring. But in that motherfucking ring, he ain't gonna act like goddamn Usyk.
That third fight, he was trying to get up, like looking like when Hearns KO'd Duran bad, when Duran was trying to get up. It's just certain guys.
But Wilder's also taking more punishment because he doesn't, everything else is lacking in his overall game.
That punishment came from like 3 fights.
He's not taking punishment from Usyk. Like, come on, man.
Usyk. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go down the well because I can pick. Well,
dude, look.
Pinpoint
Usyk boxes aggressively in spurts, because if he boxed like he did against Wilder, like he did against Dubois, Wilder starters him, because there was too many times where he played the goddamn looking game with Dubois. Like, he would literally just look at Dubois, and then it's like these niggas is having mental rock, paper, scissors in their head or some shit.
Yeah.
But hold on. Let me get back to the comments real quick, because there's so many. I want to keep up with them because I've been fucking up lately with them. Two things, Lukey. Hrgovic was inactive, and his inactivity was confused with being a boogeyman. I feel you on that. I feel like that kind of added to it. But motherfuckers was still calling him a boogeyman. And remember, Johnny Beg was active, and he said he was and David said he was a boogeyman, and Lord knows he ain't no goddamn boogeyman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's why I remember Lukey. Usyk would be Keith Thurman III. He wouldn't be Junior. So yeah, he would be the third. Android. Oh, salute Android. You up in here? What's good?
I saw that clip too. I saw that clip. He was sticking that body in that jab. I saw that.
Yeah, it's looking lightning right now. Latest training clip.
I saw that one. I saw that one. That was
I
a decent
mean,
one.
no one's 100% sure, but I like Wilder's odds.
I mean, against with Wilder has to show and prove in the ring now. He failed against Fury.
I mean, I still think Usyk could get a decision over Fury.
But Usyk is not Fury. Two different
No,
styles.
I'm talking about Usyk versus Fury. I still think Usyk could be Fury. And
yeah, he can.
Maybe one.
I mean, Fury's chin is not. Fury doesn't have like his chin is he's chinning.
And Fury struggles to get shorter. You know, when he got dropped by Cunningham. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to hear any more belly jokes from Usyk because
greedy belly.
Well, he already made him. Yeah. He already made him greedy belly. You know, sign the contract.
I know, but all the belly jokes got to stop right now. You're the only one with a joke of a belly, Usyk, and that's why you keep dropping and complaining and getting hurt to the body. You got a bad belly. Come on.
Like I don't even want to. The words shouldn't even come out this motherfucking mouth. Like, but shit. Hold on. So your pilot, Usyk Fury. If fight is made right now. They're gonna fight December. Hypothetically,
I think
who you picking?
I mean, I pick Usyk by decision. Honestly.
All right, Pat. Usyk Fury December.
I think Fury now probably stops him late. Like it'll probably like a 10th, 11th round knockout, something around there.
Same.
King P.
Same. I think it's a late stoppage.
Shuttleworth. Same. Ditto.
Actually, it might not even be late. I might not even be that late. I think he could stop him around like
6th round.
8th round.
8th round, yeah. Like Usyk Wilder pilot.
I'm gonna pick Wilder.
December.
Yeah, like to answer Blazing Killer, I think Usyk could beat Wilder, but I think Wilder would land that. I think Wilder would win that fight. It's weird. It's so weird, but I think styles make fights. I think Wilder could beat. I think Wilder would beat Usyk.
Oh, that's your pick for
Wilder would kill Usyk. Round there or some shit. Yeah.
I mean, now it's 50-50, but I'm still gonna keep Usyk beating Wilder, probably by decision.
I can respect that. At least you said it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Close fights. All these fights are close.
Wilder in 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
Wheel of Fortune, my 8 pick from around there. Not Wheel of Fortune. The Price is Right. My fault. Rest in peace, Bob Barker.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. RP for real. If Dubois had better mental game and discipline, he definitely has potential in that.
That's like adding on. We're adding on attributes that he,
man. This ain't Fight Night Champion, which is the best boxing video game of all time.
Floyd's hand didn't get breaking brittle and stuff.
Yeah, you can't start adding shit to niggas. Like if he ain't got it by now, he ain't got it. But it would have really helped this case, like Pat said, if he would have kind of dug deep, kind of went a little harder. Just even if he just looked more angry, mad, like there's no passion. It's just
no fire. I mean, there was no fire before the body shot, and there was no fire after. He was just happy to be there. I think
definitely.
I think, nigga. Yeah.
It's like they cracked the extinguisher, but then they said, "Nah, let's put it back." No fire here.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I know Top Rank, but it's just the Top Rank was just like this, it was still, like I said, making like 4 or 5 videos of this on YouTube on this is horrible. I get it, it's engagement, and that's what they're doing. They're cashing in on the controversy and shit like this because
see why y'all gotta cash in on controversy and shit when y'all could actually do this. When y'all have actual fights, people are hyped up about, like, where was this for Fulton Inoue? Where was this for damn Valdez Navarrete?
Well, they did it for Fulton anyway, because Inoue highlighted him. Like they eventually did the extra video.
But it's controversy. It wasn't just about a good fight or the fight. Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of these niggas don't know how to promote anything without controversy.
Right. Yeah, and of course that also bleeds into the Top Rank card that was later this evening with Jared Anderson and Rudenko. But
that was a horrible card.
But I mean, there was one thing on there that was notable. Nico Ali finally lost. And I know me and Pilot watched it.
I didn't get to see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, and basically he got outworked, and again he got
outworked. He was getting hit with the dumbest shit. I mean, shouts out to that South African dude, African dude, but he was getting hit with the like with some dumb shit that he shouldn't have got hit with.
Yeah, basically that's how
define dumb shit because it made me laugh, and I could
He was
tell
like okay, like kind of like how Sean Porter was throwing just wild hooks on Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like just like
Hold on,
wait. Just like forearm shots. It was just like
hold on, Sean Porter fought Amir Khan.
Not Amir Khan. I meant fucking Paulie. I meant Paulie. My fault. I meant Paulie.
Oh, I was about to like what the fuck?
Yeah, I meant Sean Porter, Paulie. No, but I'm just saying he just got
that nigga fight
like,
everybody. Yeah, I be thinking.
He got like there was a point where I thought Nico Ali Walsh was improving a little bit. Maybe he was, but he seemed like he plateaued because.
No, it's not that his level of competition is rising.
It's rising too. And remember, they just wiped that draw to give his record perfect. So once it took long, and I was like, oh shit, they probably might give him another L. They can't.
The boxing gods was like, nah, we hit
you 3 days ago and gave you your zero back, nigga. Like, and now you're gonna no.
Yeah, and further too, because they were going on the South African cat was a rapper turned boxer and shit, like because he wanted to change because he was in the streets and everything like that, and he wanted to show something different. So
that nigga looked like a welterweight, but he was like short and stout. Like he looked like a prime Tim Bradley, like all broad. He looked like a midget version of a miniature version of fucking Kimbo Slice. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, dude was brolic though, but yeah,
he was short and brolic, and he fucking. I bet you that nigga had like an MMA background because he was being rough. He was just rough, and then Ali couldn't, handle that physicality. It seemed like.
Yeah, and of course, if you actually bet on him, like he apparently because that South African was a plus 850 underdog. So I mean, yeah. So if you actually did bet on him, you won some scratch, Yeah, and I know Nico, like I know himself, like I mean, he was surprised that he lost. I mean, I've met Nico. He's a cool guy and all that, but I mean, I don't think it was a surprise why he lost that fight. Like he lost it clear.
So hold on, he didn't. Wait. Okay, let me. How many rounds was it?
What was it? 8? I think it was
8 rounds. Okay.
I think it was either 6 or 8.
Yeah, I don't want to be like an interview ass nigga, but because I'm really interested in the fight, so I'm gonna just ask you and pilot a couple questions. If it was 8 rounds, like how many rounds would you give Ali?
Oh yeah, it was. Oh no, excuse me, it was 6. Excuse me,
6. Okay, 6 rounds. 6 rounds. Because I was about to say, I'm like, God damn, he's fighting 8 rounders now, nigga. Like,
yeah. No,
but
yeah.
Okay, six rounders. How many rounds would you give Ali then?
If I was to give, probably no more than 2 in my case.
2 at the most.
Wait, that was 6 rounds, right, Pat? It was 6, right?
Yeah.
He lost about 4-2.
Yeah.
4-2. So you can't even make the case. You can't even make the case for a draw.
Nah. If I would have gave him the win, I would have been surprised, but it would have been robbery. It would have been robbery for sure.
He got washed to me. I think I only gave him like 1 round.
Really won, but he's always
one round. He won.
Okay, wait.
You're being too nice. You're being too nice.
God, 2 nights is 2 rounds.
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to Rob D. What's good? RGR? What's happening, brother?
So hold on. All right. So King P, you seen the fight too?
Yeah, I saw it. He looked horrible. Like,
okay, so he got outworked or did he get his ass kicked?
He got outworked.
He got outworked. He was it was like how Lauren that kid.
I mean, like the guy. I don't think the guy was good enough to put an ass whipping on him.
He wasn't good enough. That's the crazy part. He was not good.
God damn, that's bad. Still though, if y'all really say it all. So did he really put hands on Ali?
He put more hands on Ali.
He outworked him. Ali didn't do anything. Ali
Ali
outworked him like 3-1.
Yes, 3-4-1, 3-4-1.
God damn!
Ali would land some clean shots, but it wasn't.
He would literally land like 1 or 2 clean punches and nothing else.
And
nothing else was effective.
Nothing else.
And then dude would just go off on like
dude would throw wild hooks and it would land. This nigga could not. It was pitiful. It was kind of sad to watch a little bit.
Hold on, so was he getting his head snapped?
It actually was a pretty good fight in that regard. It was intriguing because like, damn, this nigga Nico Ali is not.
I mean, he wasn't getting his head snapped like a Pez dispenser, but he was definitely getting touched up.
He was getting rocked. He got hurt a couple.
Hold on, he got rocked too. He got buzzed
a couple times. I feel like.
Man, this nigga got his ass kicked. Y'all being nice as a motherfucker.
I said they're being nice. I gave him
like all this outwork shit. Like outwork is like Jermaine Taylor versus Hopkins won. Like
whatever 6-round
outwork. Like he had some moments.
See, I can't say he got his ass whooped because the guy's offense wasn't even
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it was outworked.
But see, that's the thing. If you taking clean hits and the motherfucker's landing 3-1 and you're getting buzzed and rocked,
but like
that low key feel like an asshole.
The thing to me is like there are some people that just aren't. Their offense isn't good enough where they're just gonna put it on you. Pause. Like that guy wasn't gonna.
He didn't give you the ass whooping impression, is what you're saying.
Yes,
that's a good way of putting it.
Okay.
No, it was a guy.
I get it.
He basically landed way more scoring shots, but nothing like I'm gonna beat you.
You're like, God damn, like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, damn. See, I fuck with it. See, no one's gonna get a better fight description than these niggas. Cause I had to really just be like, hold on, like, I had to ask King P, ask this nigga, that nigga. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, but
it sounds okay. I think I could agree with the outworking shit. But it sounds like it was a maybe a notch below our ass whooping. Like he was about to be there.
It could have been there if the guy was a better offensive fighter.
Right.
But he was a rapper. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, well, his offense wasn't very good, so
hopefully the bars are harder.
Yeah, hopefully the bars are harder.
I mean, now I think Nico has to probably. I mean, because Dude was overly broad. Now he probably has to wish that if Dude popped dirty, so that can be wiped off his record.
Let me ask you this thing. Since we don't want to see a Usyk-Dubois rematch, do y'all want to see an Ali African rapper nigga rematch?
I mean, he needs to get his lick back there. He needs to run that back because that was embarrassing.
He was so shocked. It was funny. I just saw his random Twitter tweets. He's all defensive about it. He's like, okay, text me if you got a problem type of shit. He's being kind of salty about it. He got slander, but
he
need a fucking
people
rematch.
Letting him have it on Twitter because you're a disgrace to the alley.
Niggas was saying that.
The way he's acting, the way he's acting on Twitter, my nickname's gonna stick. I'm just gonna call him Nico Wasp. If you know what wasp means.
Or washed.
Oh, washed. Because he got washed. God damn. Like, because I've only saw the clip when they did the scores, and this motherfucker did something like he was acting all like he doubled down in the light-skinnedness and was really acting like.
I mean,
I know Usyk had everybody fucking acting that day.
I mean, I know for sure. I know Nico's folks. They were not happy, but they were just standing there stone-faced and shit.
Goes the fucking rapper.
Yeah, but
I think the best trainers in the world.
He was African, but he was American. No, he was American. Like he was speaking English. Like proper. What I'm saying? Like
niggas rap all over the world. Like
no, I'm saying he's a Texas nigga. He just had African roots, I guess, right?
Oh, okay.
But no, I mean,
shout out to Texas.
Yeah, Nico. I mean, maybe get back. Well, no, I mean that's losing's part of the sport. I mean, let's see what happens. Get back in.
Yeah, but it's.
But you gotta know you lost. It don't look like that motherfucker. No,
he was like his reaction was shocked. He was shocked reaction. I mean, that's kind of entitlement. I feel like they're zooming in on his mom.
Y'all telling me
they were zooming in on the mom and Flavor Flav and shit. And they all look mad and shit and sad. Flavor Flav and his mom. Because Flavor Flav was like, I was like, what is? Because after the fight was over, they had Flavor Flav, doing this Flavor Flav thing.
But then you have to understand Nico, because Top Rank as forever they marketed him because he's the grandson of Muhammad Ali. So everything that Nico is marketed as in terms like that is related to Muhammad Ali. So when a progeny of Muhammad Ali loses, it's magnified times.
It's magnified 10. A lot. Yeah, you're right.
So
I'm just saying they were showing Flavor Flav after the fight celebrating. But I was like, did you watch the fight, Flav? Because
I mean, Flavor Flav might have just been on one. He always
he was just on one as usual.
Yeah, Flavor Flav was always on some shit. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, hopefully Nico maybe can get back and maybe improve as a fighter, because but like I said, I mean, or wish or hope that dude pops dirty so he can get his zero back. But
salute, hold on, Chad, Rob D. Oh, Joshua O, what he do? My motherfucking nigga, bro. Ring Gang TV, prolific. What it do? Salute, Junior, man. Y'all up late right now. Damn.
Yes, sir. But speaking of heavyweights, though, we had the heavyweight co-main with F.A. Ajaba and John Kasabuski. Now, before this one, Bob Arum did something that he doesn't really do all that much, especially with someone who's not his main draw. he was pretty much on the articles talking about F.A. Jabba has to be more aggressive. He's fighting like boring. Well, and you know, when he starts talking like that, you pretty much know that F.A. was probably on the chopping block if he lost this fight. Like
he was gonna get that Elvis Rodriguez work.
Yeah. And the funny thing is too, because F.A. Jabba, like, he didn't fight like when this fight started, he didn't fight how he usually fight. Like, dude fought with actual passion. Like, it looked like it was gonna be a decent scrap. You know, I mean, dude wasn't like, dude was throwing hands.
It was the Nate Campbell Bradley shit. It was leading up like it was getting good, and then fuckery.
Yeah. But for whatever reason, I don't know what Kosabuski thought he was doing. Like, you were brought here, you have a 19-0 and 18, like, you have a chance to make yourself a reputation in there, and you throw it away because you couldn't get inside to actually land your shots on him. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, and they were hyping this guy.
He got frustrated too soon.
The boogeyman, you know what I mean? You know how they do the Kazakhstan?
No, he wasn't a boogeyman, but he's a better fighter than I
remember his first fight, Jared Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Like last fight, you know what I'm saying?
But they never called him a boogeyman.
Jabba's looked improved. Not gonna lie, he looked like he's moving around a little bit. I felt like he
was motivated.
That's the best he looked in like a long.
That's the best looking man, bro. I feel like
he was
before the Frank Sanchez fight.
Yeah,
he's looking like he looked improved. You know what I'm saying? More fluid. I don't know what it was, but
because he was on the chopping block. He had to be that way because ain't no way if he won a boring decision. You know, I'm pretty sure Bob would have released him.
Because the one thing I'll give Kosabuski, whatever, I'll give him. He had some fast hands. You know what I'm saying? He had some really pretty fast hands for heavyweight. You know.
Yeah,
they say he know how to control him above the border.
Like
he was on his way out. Huh?
I was just trying to figure out because I was like, why did he go so? What he went dirty like early. Like I was like, you kidding me? Like, you know, this is what you're doing.
I didn't get it. Like, and like you said, it was an even type of fight. Matter of fact, a lot of people was leaning toward him.
Yeah, and like he looked like he was taking a job of shots pretty well. I don't know what the problem was for him to just to get on some neck shit and just start hitting him.
He even landed on a Jabba too. Like I thought he kind of damn buzzed him like once or got his attention or something. So I'm thinking this is gonna be a good fight. Yeah, I missed all the other fucking damn preliminaries and shit, nigga. So I'm finally here, ready to see some fucking boxing and. This shit. Like Jabba looking the best he has in like 3 years. And this motherfucker goddamn ruins it. Like, oh.
Yeah, like low blows. Like I think because was it second or third round? I think he got 2 points taken off. And then it was just like, keep him up. And I think F.A. Jabba, he landed his was accidental. It wasn't like he was returning the favor. And then he got a warning. Cool. Then Kosabuski
Ref did his thing. Ref was cool.
Yeah. Because he did it again, and this was like in the third round, and he was like, "Yo, you do this one more, you're gonna get thrown out." Comes out in the fourth round, immediately throws another one that puts a Jabba like it's like now it's like fight over, and motherfucker, it was like nothing, like not even like.
And he actually gave him an extra low blow because remember there was one where he landed and he already could have. And
he kind of like was like, "All right, chill." It was like, "All right, that's the last warning."
Real talk, the ref knew the fight was heating up and getting good, and low key the ref wanted to see the fight. Yeah, that's why he kind of let it go. The fight was heating up. He was like, "Fuck,
it was getting good.
I'll let that go. It's getting good, shit, nigga. Fuck that. Like, you good.
Probably about a 6 or 7.
Yo, we needed that ref for the fucking Usyk fight.
Yeah, but yeah, like when you the ref. I mean, yeah, the ref like when he was right. He was correct to throw it out. I was just like. And it's disgusting because Kosabuski pretty much kind of fucked up his career. It's like you're already old. Like you had a record that like if you put effort, bam, you would have been at least put in the conversation as a notable fight. At least got yourself a TV date. Like instead, you're most likely Top Rank's probably not going to call you again. And like you have
I'm not going to want to watch you again. Like everyone loses.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know what made him like get on this Andrew Galata shit and just start hitting dude in the balls. Like I don't know what it was. Like
now that's the narrative, that's the takeaway, and not a Jabba looking the best he's looked in 3 years.
Right.
That's my whole shit. I don't like a Jabba can't get a fucking break sometimes. Robbed of a knockdown in the Sanchez fight.
Yeah, like dude
he didn't look great, but it was just.
We're not saying he looked great. We're just saying
he looked better.
he looked better. Like this is he looked passionate. He was throwing. He didn't look as methodical. He was actually throwing combos. He had some type of life in him.
He was moving around, using his feet better.
Moving around. He had like some type of pep in his step. Like he was doing everything we wanted Dubois to do. Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I think like he wants to. Maybe wants a big Jared Anderson fight. I think that guy Makhmudov would be a good fight for. That's a good matchmaking. I feel like the guy that Makhmudov dude. You know, the one that fucking Neanderthal looking motherfucker. That's a good fight to make, I guess.
Yeah, but it was just. I mean, at least F.A. Jabba, like he was safe from the chopping block. You know, basically, you know, I mean, he got the Riddick Bowe sympathy. Like he got hit in the balls too many times.
He'll be back, basically. You know, let him fight Jeremiah. Let him fight our friend of the show, Dreamland Milton, or something. You know, have that fight.
Yes. Jeremiah Milton did fight.
I was not. I mean, you know, salute to Milton, but I was not happy with his performance.
It was a little disappointing, you know. A little disappointing.
Yeah, I mean,
Dreamland, no doubt, but
we're afraid of Jeremiah Milton, but he should have. That fight should have never lasted 8 rounds. Like, you know,
we got to keep it real on that. Like, and this thing, I didn't see the whole fight. I only saw like maybe 3 rounds, and it just I need to see more fire. Like, I'm not saying he Dubois level with it, but it just we know he could get these guys out of here and put the shots together more and get a little meaner.
Dude showed zero killer instinct.
Yeah, that's like his 5th or 6th time at home. That's like his home city, home state. Like, come on, man, get that moment so you can LB was saying the longest time, we want you on the main card, and you keep at your hometown not getting those KOs you were getting before. Like, you know, it happens though, but shit.
It made me wonder, like, are you afraid of the moment? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, because I didn't even, like, Pilot brought up a good point. Like, I forgot it was at the home state.
Yeah.
And he's been getting a lot of these bouts, and it's like, maybe that's why he hasn't gotten on the main cards yet, because we haven't gotten that moment, like you said, nigga, like the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it, but we definitely rooting for you, bro. Like we just want to see you knock niggas out again, man. Like
exactly.
Like, you one of these guys at the level at heavyweight who could add more spark to it. Like you're right there,
right?
Like, cause remember last year we was talking about, man, like 10 fights. Be ready for Jared Anderson, and now it's like I don't even know, like,
right.
And then I don't even know if Jared Anderson ready for him like that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is too, Jared
Anderson muddled up.
Yeah, Jared Anderson, like I said, like the more he talks, the more I really start disliking him, because he basically talks like a head case, like I mean, this thing, like, I mean, I know, yes, boxing is a business. I know you want to make your money and whatnot, but I don't need to hear that reiterated. You know, especially it's like it's just something. It seems like everything in his life is, you know, he's scatterbrained. It's not on boxing completely. And I know with Rudenko, like Rudenko was pretty much brought in to restart the KO streak, but he didn't drop Rudenko not even once. Like, and he was going. I mean, he lit up dude's body and everything. Like, he didn't drop him. Like, he wasn't really. It's just like, okay, you go. I mean. Yes, I understand that this is the point that you want to use, and yes, but honestly, they need to step up his competition like now. Like if he can beat a former heavyweight champion of the world, like, you know, he needs a stiff competition. Like, because the Rudenko fight didn't tell me anything really, other than
it didn't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I
we knew he
needs
could do
a proper momentum, so I don't want to say FA yet, but we need him to get we need Jared Anderson. I mean, I'd say the top 10 heavyweight already. Fuck it, in the latter half. I mean. We
already said, Doc. We already said he's like between 9 and 12 right now. Like I think before on the last podcast, because I re-listened to it the other day.
Yeah.
And we said he's like 9 and 12. Like so, he's there. Like so.
But
let me ask you this:
bias. I'm gonna jump out the window and even though I'm not fully on the train, he could be the 7th best heavyweight right now. You think about it.
He could.
I'm pushing 6. I don't care. I think he's got enough talent to be a champion.
I don't know about 6.
I mean, okay.
I give you 7.
You give me 7.
Goddamn, heavies just ain't been heavy, and that's all. But let me ask you this: who would you want? You said Noah Jabba. Who would you pick?
Yeah,
Who
I
would you
don't
want
I don't want to see
Anderson to
Dreamland
fight
against
next?
him. Yeah, definitely not. Shit. Yeah, he would
No,
need
no Dreamland, no Ajagba. Who?
maybe that guy Makhmadov. That guy Makhmadov would be. Yeah, he might be a meme, but he's kind of in that.
Either
realm.
that or Frank Sanchez or somebody like that. Like that.
Frank
You
Prince
think
would
he's
be
ready
good.
for a Frank Sanchez?
I don't know.
Definitely not ready for a Frank
Like
Sanchez.
nigga, y'all, dude, like we still want him to win. Like y'all, like
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about.
and that's why I said, like, are you sure about rating him 6? Because if you truly a 6 or 7 heavyweight, then we're not gonna be oohing and on about a Frank Sanchez fight. We'd be like, Frank Sanchez, that's a 50-50 fight.
if you're gonna rank him that high, then yeah, Frank Sanchez is right up his fucking alley. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, can you really put him up as a 7 or a 6 if we up here second guessing a Frank Sanchez fight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I personally don't think he's that high anyway.
Nah, I think he's still, like we said, between 9 and 12. Like,
yeah.
Like, we giving him top 10, like, but damn, nigga, give us a break. Like,
yeah, and now if he fought Makhmadov too, again, that's a different type of fight.
Makhmadov, he be throwing some reckless shit that be landing though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Yeah, Makhmadov is also a lot bigger than that motherfucker.
He's a big dude. He's a big dude. Yeah, he's a big dude in shape. You know what I mean?
So
yeah,
he's
on top to fight again this year. Though.
He's on top right. Like if I had it my way, like a Jermaine Franklin would be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Franklin versus Jared would be a good.
That would be a good fight.
That'd be a good litmus test. You know what I mean?
Okay. But it seems like with the Radeckas of the world, he's past that. Like he's past that stage. Like,
nah, dude, look fat, out of shape. Like he looked like a fucking fat skinhead ass Ukrainian nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he just showed up, kind of. Like,
yeah.
Oh, Blazing Killer got another one. Anderson needs to learn how to shush his mouth sometimes. People should first think, like, if I say this will the public give hate? If so, then don't say it unless it's something important. He had no reason to tell people he's only doing it for money. And I agree with you on that. Like, King P mentioned it earlier, like, I'm kind of just low-key tired of this nigga running his fucking mouth. Just, like, fight already, because, like, you sorrowing the sport with all this. I'm doing it for money. Dude. Everyone works and does something for fucking money. You're boxing. You got a talent. Like, we don't want to hear that mundane ass shit when we looking at you as a goddamn future heavyweight and you supposed to damn be putting on for the fucking country and shit. Like, no one wants to hear that.
Right.
So part of me, conspiracy theory, part of me wonders if some of that is being done intentionally to like try to get out of his contract early. I don't know. It's just a thought. Because I'm like, why would he be openly saying these things? Because it doesn't do you any. What purpose does it serve you otherwise to just come out and say these things? It's
Who going to
like,
progress his career better than Top Rank, though? He's in the best spot to be at right now.
No, absolutely. But remember, he is with Rap a Lot. So, you know what I'm saying? He might want to do business elsewhere. Like,
as far as management, like, damn. And the thing is, it's crazy because our like Rap a Lot management is actually good, like solid. Like I never really hear no bad shit. Like Prince take care of his people.
Mind you, this is just me, just kind of like conspiracy theory because I'm like, what other? Because I'm trying to think of
I feel you. It's just I'm doing a little pushback, but I feel where you're coming from.
What purpose otherwise? What purpose does it serve Jared to be saying all of this? Be upfront. Well, I don't want to fight. I don't love it. I'm just doing it for money. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. Like, it doesn't serve any purpose.
It doesn't serve. If you're trying to be rebellious or trying to be like live your life as a rapper type of shit. I don't know if that's trying to be your gimmick, but we like boxers who at least talk about wanting to have a legacy. I never thought that. I thought Anderson was good enough to be heavyweight champion eventually. He gets hit a little bit and he's a little average size. But when you like just say, I'm in it for the money, I'm going to retire when I'm 27, 28, like, and you're the only American hope we have really, realistically. I mean, Torres is kind of small, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just not a. It's like he making his fan base grow smaller and smaller each outing. With
it
that
makes no
shit.
sense. Yeah, it makes.
You ain't
no
got
sense.
nothing else to talk about.
You're literally playing yourself. Like you're literally alienating. There's a lot of Black Americans that want a Black heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? And you're kind of alienating some of them that actually care about what these boxers say. Like us, we care what these boxers say. So I mean, we're not gonna, we'll support you and root for you. But if you're not all in, we ain't gonna be all in.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's like we do mythical matchups, or potential fights. If I get the vibe from you that you don't think you could win, why the fuck I'm gonna pick you to beat this nigga?
Right.
And that's how I feel like. If you don't feel like you could be a champion or you could go somewhere with this, and you're just doing this for a check, then yeah, cool. We do. Yo, this is Earth, nigga. We all here for a check, but. Right. You ain't got to keep rubbing it in our faces because your checks are bigger than ours, nigga. Like,
exactly.
Like,
damn. I like that comment. I think Jared is probably influenced a lot by Mayweather. He watched him growing up. That's why he leans back, which I think will eventually get him.
Well, not just Mayweather, but fucking Ryan Garcia and Tank shit. Like, basically, these type of fights without basically quote unquote earning them. So it's that type of shit.
Put in that time.
But see, that's the thing. Even Ryan Garcia earned his money fight with social media and being popular and saying and doing all the stupid corny shit he does to get him buzzing, all that. These niggas, I'm not gonna say niggas ain't. If you got motherfuckers willing to shell out hard-earned money and think you could beat Tank, and you haven't really done anything to deserve the fight or make us think you have a chance. Your biggest moment is Luke Campbell. Hey, you did something right to even make motherfuckers believe in that.
Believe in you. Yeah, it's like kind of like, a wrestling nerd moment. I feel like it's like back in the 90s in the WWF, you'd have to get the Intercontinental title, you know what I'm saying, before you became the heavyweight champ. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to be the king of the mid card, and get over the hump. To get to the main event.
Win a few Monday Night Raws in the back to back before you get on the pay per view, nigga.
Beat Val Venus, nigga.
Like,
pause.
It's like, bro, dude is right there, and it's just disheartening. Like,
yeah, because I mean, none of us would pick him to beat Fury or Usyk anytime soon. I would not pick him at all to beat any of those guys.
That cup is real. That cup is still too far away from the lips, man. Like, there's Frank Sanchez. Does he beat Usyk? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's a good fight. It's a really good fight.
Like, what if Dreamland fights with more fire the next fight? Does he beat him? Like, it's too much. Like, I don't know. Like Jared Anderson. Like I don't know, man. Like somebody get the camera out of his face. Don't ask him nothing about. Like, honestly, don't let this nigga talk about boxing, because it seems like boxing's a sore spot for him where he has to shit on it or say I know. Look, nobody likes the business of boxing. The richest motherfuckers in boxing don't like the business of boxing. Fact. So you ain't gotta remind us about that shit. No one's fucking tuning into your interview to get business acumen on fucking boxing.
Yeah. They just
goddamn.
They just want you to fight, to win, to eventually fight heavyweight champion, so they can say there's another
American heavyweight champion. That's
Like, act like you want it.
Yeah, like, you're not tell us you don't. You're in it for the money. We know you're in it for the money. I mean, like LB said, we're all.
No one's asking you to cut a WWF wrestling promo, but goddamn, act like you want to be there.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Like, I honestly, like, this is the shit that makes me come back and say, like, how boxing sometimes needs gimmicks and shit, because
well, he has the gimmicks with the fucking Batman shit, and the little outfits.
Dude, that shit is corny when you talking like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then they interviewed this nigga like right before the walkout, like nigga, like, it's like you can't take somebody out of the fight and then try to bring him back into the fight.
Bring him back in, yeah.
Like, that's what they keep doing with this nigga. Like,
well, I mean, the one thing I will say, at least he kind of, at the end, when he took a shot at people, I guess, he kind of showed the real him in a sense, because usually he's just kind of been like media trained, like, yeah, dude. At least he kind of went out of his shell, I guess.
Yeah, what was the shit he said again? He said something.
Oh, if you guys don't like the way I act or something, too bad. That's just how it's going to be, basically. Something like that. Some shit like that.
And that's not, and no one's even talking about how he act. It's what he's fucking said. Like, god damn, it's his words. Like, unless you say acting is, but yo, he just drove home the point again that last weekend was just acting for heavyweights.
Right.
Him saying that just let me know, like, okay, like, I may not remember anything else from this card or this weekend of heavyweight fights, but I do remember we got some great heavyweight actors. Like, yeah, like I didn't see great heavyweight boxing. I saw great acting.
That nigga, like, he's gonna want to be an actor and shit. You can get the game early, get some fame, and try to get.
Dude, like, use your momentum, bro. Like, you're a heavyweight. Like, look. Let me remember your heavyweight career as a dude who wanted to knock motherfuckers out.
Right.
Like, we remember that passion, that drive. That could send you into movies. Look at The Rock. Like, all the shit he did in wrestling and the acting and all that extra shit and the theatrics. When it came time for him to be in some movies, we just like, oh shit, like, can't wait to see this nigga in a movie. Goddamn. Like,
right.
Like, and then he ain't even, and the thing is, got into action movies, didn't even have to do all that extra shit he was doing. You had other niggas, Stifler and all these other motherfuckers doing the comedic shit. So, nigga, all you gotta do is just be big and strong. Like, but dude, you're not like, people are gonna forget about the knockout and start focusing on your mouth. Pause. And you'll start being known for the shit you saying. And like, don't speak this shit into existence, nigga.
Straight up. Yeah,
you'll be an actor, all right. You acting now. Acting like you don't want to be fighting.
Yeah, right. And that's the last thing I want to hear from a fighter. Like, a fighter that doesn't want to fight, to me, and especially a young fighter, like, well, then why are you in boxing? Then go do something else.
And once he loses, if he loses, that we can always pinpoint to that. When he said that shit. Oh,
like, dude, why you making niggas pre-fill out they think pieces? Like, you literally got niggas up here like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, I already know. This is gonna be gotcha moment number 317.
Right.
Niggas is getting Simpson moments for your ass in the future. Let me get these comments real quick. Salute, Orca. What it do? Blazing Kill, I see you in him. He can do if he wishes, but just not say it in the public. Exactly. He could maybe fake a career-ending injury and stop fighting when he makes enough, and no one would know. I ain't gonna lie. The way he's talking, he need to do that now, because it's like, let me see. Orca, I'm just bummed out because I want Anderson to do good and maybe raise a new era of American heavyweight champs. The selfish boxing fan of me wants him to be big about it and bring fights, but at the same time, I can understand a point of view of not always wanting to be groomed to be someone great all the time, but I'm still bummed out as a boxing fan. It's like, facts, like, I get it, and it's like, you got nothing to be bummed out if you want a nigga who box to just act like a fighter, want to be a champion, like, or, I just want to knock niggas out, like, oh, salute Texaco, I didn't want to skip over you, I see you, what it do. I'm be wanting to support Jared bad, but I can't stand behind the Warriors meet attitude. Thank you, like, there's a million motherfuckers got it worse than you, bro, trust. Yeah, you up here, you get to knock people out, you get to hurt people and get paid for it on TV? Mm-hmm. And you fucking talking about this bullshit, nigga? Like, god damn. You make us feel like we Larry Merchant or something. Like, we cold-hearted. Like,
facts.
We got hearts, nigga. We just want to see people crush them.
And then salute Dice. I see you with the Anderson mentality is wrong. Yeah, like I said, that's why I always say, like,
salute Dice.
That's why I always look for fighters. Like, if I see fighters that like are old school and they fight mean, I like to call it out. I'm like, yeah, that's an old school fighter. They fight mean. That's how you're supposed to be fighting. And I just cannot. And Anderson's mentality is just like, it's that that new nigga shit that I can't stand. It's like, yo, it's emo. I can't fucking stand these niggas, man. It's just like, I don't want to hear nothing about your first converted process. I mean, this niggas out here crying, talking about is overwhelmed with Roy Jones. Like, you should be learning from Roy Jones. Like, what the fuck?
These just sound like first world problems.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Nick, do you know the type of spot you're
First
in?
class, first world problems at that.
Yeah, nigga's not even like was he? I don't think he was even an Olympian and all this shit. Like, like you realize the spot that you're in, like they're trying to put money behind you, man. Like they're trying to build you up so you can actually try to replace Fury one day, but he just seems like he's just mad, ungrateful for his position. Like he doesn't care. Like he's just, and that's why it's just I'm like I can't support him. Like there's no way because he does things that just pisses me off. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I think it's because Anderson is just very bad at knowing people and might not like a lot of your attention. He's a self-proclaimed introvert that said he doesn't like people. That could be I get it, but yo, niggas gotta stop hiding behind the I word to say stupid shit.
The I word.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that fucking word, man. I'm an introvert, so I'll act like I want to be friends, but don't want to be, but be stuck in the house, but want to be outside, but like, nigga, make up your mind. Goddamn.
Because remember, like, if he doesn't want his spot, like a fighter like Johnny Rice will be glad to take your spot. And
thank you. Like, how many upsets Johnny Rice got to pull up until y'all give him a fucking main event spot or some shit?
Yeah, for real.
Or get him on the main card where he's the fucking favorite. Like, like this is shit that just grinds everybody gears when you see a nigga giving the spot and he don't want it, and he reminds you he don't want it. That's the thing. Like last time we had to hear that shit, almost got knocked the fuck out. Charles Martin wanted it. But then here you got a career mode fight, and then it seemed like you wanted this one. He kind of stopped the nigga off activity.
Right, pretty much.
It didn't look like he was the hardest punches he was throwing. Like it was just some like nigga. Oh man, fuck this shit. I'm like disgusted with these goddamn heavyweights, yo. I don't even know. We ain't got no much to say about this shit. Like,
yeah, no. So luckily, we only have like one fight that was coming out next week for Labor Day weekend, and it's a rematch of a fight that probably had a very decisive ending too. But it's the UK, so they like to kind of like say, "Oh, maybe something."
Rematch room. You know how it is.
Well, it's not really rematch. It's not match room though.
No, it's rematch room's second cousin.
Of course, we're talking about Liam Smith and Chris Eubank Jr. Now, Liam Smith though is on underrated run. Might be one of the most underrated runs in boxing right now. Like, dude,
low key. Since he got stopped by Canelo, he's been cooking, bro.
Yeah, and truthfully, dude should be getting a shot at a middleweight title, but it's like one of those things. But because of this rematch, which he's contracted to do, because the first fight, it came about because Eubank and Conor Benn were supposed to fight, and Conor Benn, he ate some eggs and
too many eggs, the wrong eggs. They ate the wrong eggs. Yeah,
he was trying to cherry pick. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then Eubank was fucking around with his weight, and then it's like he made the weight, and then had to go do for Liam Smith, and then Liam Smith, pretty much beat the shit out of him because I think he left all his fight on the scale. And it was decisive too. It was a 4th round knockout.
We got it on our TikTok. We got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Beat his ass.
And I think this is probably Chris Eubanks. And that fight was Chris Eubanks' last fight with Roy Jones, because now ahead of this rematch, he hired Bomac to be his trainer, which now is like, okay, is this going to change anything? Probably not.
We've seen this before. Bomac's the hot trainer right now, so flawed niggas who got the resources going to go to the hot trainer. It happened when Freddie Roach was a hot trainer. It happened when Robert Garcia was a hot trainer. It happens with all of them. All of them.
Roy Jones was never going to work. Like, what champion has Roy Jones helped? I mean, like, I'm saying Roy Jones. Nobody can implement emulate his style. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not him. It's not implementing his style. Like, Roy Jones is like a boxing genius.
Yeah, of course.
He's like you. He's one of these people, like, he's a teacher of boxing. Like, a lot of these niggas are just coaches and trainers. They train you to fucking do something. They're not teaching. Some niggas just ain't teachable. And I think Eubank might be one of them niggas.
Right. Right.
Like, because look at what Roy Jones did for Peralta.
Perella.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro.
Apologies.
We did a bit all right with him. But I'm saying, Roy Jones has never trained a champion or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, but look, Perella, look. If you was to you walk into a gym right now, put Perella on a bag and Eubanks Jr. on a bag, and you don't know shit about these motherfuckers. You fresh off the boat, fresh off the alien ship, whatever. And you got a chance to fucking decide which one you want to train, or is the one going to be a world champion, or who has the higher upside or whatnot. Not you're gonna more than likely you're gonna go for Eubank,
right?
So you have all of that going for him, but look what he got out of damn Perella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just shows me how good of a trainer
he makes the most out of he can make the most out of and right.
That's what you're supposed to do.
But Pro wasn't fight because when you watch Eubank fight a little bit, he was trying to fight like a diet half off great value version of Roy, and this is what I'm saying, like Perella.
That's not Roy's fault. You know if you look, if you're gonna fight like Roy's gonna teach you how to fight like him. Eubank couldn't even do that right.
Right. No,
you seen Pascal look better at doing Roy Jones style than Eubank has.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
And eventually Roy did, I think, fuck with Pascal as well.
Yeah, he did. He did.
But even before then, so look at that. So you look at Eubank and Pascal, they probably look even in talent. They both on the bag. You look at them and you say, which one? If you could pick either or, and you wouldn't be wrong. Look at the results when Roy picked either or. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think the Bomac shit gonna work like that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna work either. But now I think it's like, now I think this time around, Eubank Jr. is a bigger underdog. I think we mentioned before he's a plus 500 underdog and shit like that. And it's just like. Because like, okay, maybe it's tough, but truthfully, I think the party's over for Eubank Jr. Like, there's been so many times he could have made the switch over to be a serious fighter, a serious contender, hell, even a champion, and he just comes up short woefully all the time. And
so many fights he could have took that have made his career or just him progress his boxing knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just like it's just. Dude, for a minute was it's because dude is a gym rat. He loves to be in the gym, but he doesn't learn shit. He doesn't. They tell him shit. He goes into one ear and he just goes out the other. Like nigga doesn't retain no type of knowledge. Like,
but we all know a nigga like that though. We all know that one nigga who he'll be in the gym every day, working hard, but he kind of just doesn't listen to nobody. He just do his own thing. He'll be at the uppercut bag for 10 rounds. He'll be a speed bag one day. He doing his own thing. Like he ain't, everybody's going through the routine, doing the cycle and shit. Everything you do this, do that. That nigga just does it, and he looks good enough doing his own thing, so you don't question it. Mm-hmm. You just kind of leave him alone, and I guess somehow he trains for a fight, and he's fighting this weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the nigga. Like you seen him before. I know King P seen him. I know Pilot. We all know that. See that one nigga don't listen to shit. He be training, working out hard, but
and he'll be nodding his head and say, "Yep, yeah."
Yep.
But he don't ever fucking fall.
Now, in terms of this fight, though, do we think that Liam Smith will probably repeat his knockout win?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Fuck it, I guess. I want to root for Eubank, but I just gave up on him. I gave up. Yeah.
I think he will.
P. So what round are you thinking?
Probably, I think it'll be a little later, but I still like around like the 9th round, give or take.
9th round.
From what I heard that like he hired that Eubank hired Bomac on like short notice. Which if it's on short notice, then no chance he's winning this fight.
Doing that Amir Khan shit. Remember Amir Khan trained? I think Bomac trained Amir Khan for the Brook fight. Yeah. So.
Because I think I heard something about like how Eubank's father said like he wasn't even like sparring, right? So if he's really not taking this seriously, then he's not winning at all. He's done.
Yeah, damn, not spot.
You're on mute, LB. I didn't hear what you said.
You muted.
Oh, my bad. All I said was, has he ever taken his career seriously? Damn.
Well, I would like to hope that for once he would, but
because I'm trying to think like, I think the last serious Eubank we had was the Groves fight.
Yeah, I mean, because dude was cruising, like dude was streaking, like honestly, that fight was basically the super middleweight final. Like it didn't matter, and then dude just got his head boxed off by a 1-2 here. So it's like, yeah,
and only for like 7 or 8 rounds because Groves hurt himself or whatnot, and he kind of he had to pace himself, or he couldn't even had to output the whole fight, so he could have made a harder late surge, like
but he still lost that. He lost that shit wide, and he couldn't even like deny any of the
that nigga was missing everything, like.
Yeah, but Orca, Eubank always seemed like a celebrity wannabe type. Yeah, basically it's just something. He may love boxing, but he just probably doesn't care to he's like Jerry Anderson. Except he just doesn't say that he wants to make money or whatever. Like you can see how he moves because any single time that he's in a serious fight, like I mean the Korobov fight again. I like to bring that shit up. Like like he was getting boxed up, and Korobov showed out the frame,
boxed up hard.
Yeah. And then, pretty much, I think that the Gale fight was probably the fight where he regained some credibility, but then, like I said, it just went down the drain after that. And it's just like, now he's getting knocked out by Liam Smith, who's like it. Liam Smith is not past it, but he's in a good run.
He's barely a 154 pounder, really. You know what I'm saying?
No, Liam Smith's solid.
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying like he's a small, like naturally speaking, he's like he was really a 154 pounder. You know what I mean? And
I don't think he's that small a fighter.
Yeah, like
he just whooped Jesse Vargas at a 154 a couple years ago. I'm saying.
Well, yeah, Jesse Vargas doesn't belong at no damn 154.
What I'm saying is he's not a big dude. Where Eubank has fought at 168. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but at least Liam Smith though. Eubank is fought bigger, but he whooped Eubank. So I don't think he's like a small 154 pounder masquerading at 160.
Nah, he's about a solid like a guy like Liam Smith. He's gonna peak out at 160. Like no one's gonna stay at 154 forever.
Right.
Like so and in the age, he was always gonna go to 160. He kind of had to in a way. Like the thing is, y'all used to these big Jaime Munguia motherfuckers.
Right.
These Charlo motherfuckers.
Career-wise, he's fought at 154 for most of his career. I don't know why. I'm just saying that's just like.
Because you got niggas who actually love boxing and train and could make that career log 154. Shout outs to Jermell Charlo.
Yeah. I'm picking Liam Smith with a decision. I don't think he can get him.
Decision.
I think good decision, and he'll win. But yeah. That kid was pretty nasty and out the blue. I don't think. I mean, y'all that confident he's gonna stop him again? I think
he dropped him like 2 or 3 times. Like the first fight went like 4 rounds.
We went 4. Yeah,
it was early.
Yeah, like man, like what the fuck is Eubank showing anybody? Like,
yeah, that's true.
And I'm being nice about it. Like, fucking.
What round did you say, Pat? And LB, what y'all say?
I mean, I think it's gonna get him out of there in probably like 7. Like Smith's gonna get Eubank out of there by 7.
Okay.
I can see that.
What about you, LB?
6.
Yeah, it's just like I mean, if Eubank loses to Dude again, it's pretty much like his pro career is like it's like he just needs to like retire, like do something else.
It's curtains for him.
I'm giving Eubank a shot. I'm gonna give Eubank. I'm be the.
Yeah, nah, we gave that nigga that shot last fight.
Too many times.
Yeah, like
you gotta remember, Eubank. He's one of those dudes. He hard headed, man. Like Liam Smith beat him with his own style, and he uses Eubank's style better than he does. Because when Eubank has that style, he's swinging for the fences and he's missing, and He can't 1-2. He can't feint. He's not blocking shots like that. He's getting tagged with jabs. At least Beefy up here could parry a little bit, cover up, could fucking throw the jab, double it, triple it, work the body. Like, god damn, like.
Because he has natural ability. I mean, his dad was a pretty damn good boxer. I mean, he has natural ability, but it's just it never came to fruition. I mean, his boxer sons just don't really pan out, and it's just for the most part, you know what I mean?
But the thing is, his technical foundation is just trash. Like,
I don't think he wanted it to pan out.
I mean, because
like
he's just
like nigga said he wanted to get celebrity.
Hamad's son,
Junior's just more athletic than Senior. Everything else is just trash.
Yeah, of course. Senior, of course.
Yeah, Senior could actually really legit fight. He do.
That boy get busy. You get busy back in the day. I know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Usyk Jr. is just I mean, it's just something that's not connecting with Jordan. It's always good. I mean, unless he actually finds a trainer that can actually get something out of him, at least whatever.
Nah, it's him, man. Like he's had too many. Like Eubank is the equivalent of like a fine bitch that had been divorced like 5 times.
That's crazy analogy.
And it's to the point. It's like, damn. But you know all her niggas, right? And it's like each one seems happier after they left her. Like that's how Eubank seems like it's like. No matter what you bring into the relationship, he can't make the most out of it like you want him to. You bring him Roy Jones.
Oh, let me ask Pat real quick because I know Pat doesn't. You know, he been saying thinking to get out of boxing, but he's looking impressive. Who's better, Pat? Eubank or Shane Mosley Jr.?
I mean, right now, Shane Mosley Jr. At least Shane Mosley Jr. is at least trying to improve.
Trying to hear the fucking day.
Yeah, he's trying.
Shane Mosley Jr. way more skilled than Eubank.
I mean, physical talent, Eubank has it though. Yeah. But Mosley's at least trying to improve.
Working the jab, going to the body, doing basic fundamental stuff correctly.
Yeah, usually you just have to be flat out better than Mosley to beat him. Whereas Eubank, you could be you don't have to be better than Eubank to beat him. You could just be just as good or even below him. And you don't even have to be as talented as him to beat him. Right. Beefy ain't as talented as Eubank.
Hell no.
But Beefy gets all his fucking the most out of that.
The most out of himself. Yeah. Just like
and that's the
Jamel
problem.
Jamal. Like Jamal might be more quote unquote more talented, but Jamel gets the juices out. Pause. He squeezes everything out of it. You know what I mean?
So salute Joshua. I think LB called Eubank and Conor Benn the UK versions of Chavez Jr.
No, he called that nigga Holly Berry.
It's like they put them all. It's like Chavez Jr. is so bad that it's like he had to split when it came to like getting his UK versions. Like it had to be like 2 different people.
Right.
Oh shit, that's a violation. I'm gonna keep it about this. I think Pilot said it could go decision as a fair take. Maybe the KO would get Eubank to get a bit more negative and cautious. I haven't seen Eubank in a Warrior for a while.
Yeah, that's true. Ever since I think Groves was the last time we seen him.
Yeah, Groves took that Warrior heart spirit because it was just he's
him and that niggas in the UK. I'm just playing, kind of.
It's been a shoe shiner. Liam is more smart and constructive with his work. Yeah, like Liam always gonna get the most out of his work, man. Like it's just he's what you call if talent don't like when hard work beats talent. Like, and he's done it in his family because Beefy, if Beefy had Caleb's talent
and size, he'd be
honestly he don't even need the size.
But I'm saying if he had the size, I'd say
it's overkill. Like you giving one person too much.
Oh yeah.
You give him Callum Smith. You give him Callum Smith size, Beefy fighting spirits, and fighting spirit, and Callum Smith talent. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
You be having a motherfucker giving Carl Froch and Kawasaki are run for his money. That's
Mm-mm.
two. They said that's too many. Nah. Mm-mm. So only Dubois could be as bad as Chavez Jr. I ain't gonna lie. Like Dubois is like he. And it comes to discourage. He's like number one. Like if you look in a dictionary, you see discouraged. Dubois face gonna be right there.
Again, 10 men in boxing. 10 men right now.
I don't know. That's an insult to 10, man. This nigga might be like zinc roof status or some shit. Like they supposed to crash some cars through a little village with like Vin Diesel in them status type of shit. Like nigga look that fragile now. Like, damn. I don't know what's worse, looking that way or being the nigga that got almost KO'd by the nigga that looked like that. Oh shit! But yeah, everybody KO except Pilot. Pilot decision with his damn proper self.
Yep. And then just to mention before we go on to our final topic, Michaela Mayer is going to be on there in the co-main. And pretty much it's probably just a preview. In terms of her, like her being a new weight and all. So, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Want to see a fight with some fire.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, it's a light weekend, and I think after the weekend after that, there's no boxing after that weekend. So
it's calm before the storm. Well, I mean, yeah, so it's kind of
September is going to probably be building until obviously we get Canelo, Charlo at the end of September.
So that's the only fight in September.
No, it's not the only fight.
For PBC, yes, actually randomly.
What's the other good fight in September then?
The Zhang Joyce 2, the rematch.
Hitchens Zepeda. I like that. Hitchens Zepeda.
Yeah, Hitchens Zepeda. The one people will probably be.
I know LB don't like Hitchens, but it's a good.
Nah, I like it. Be cool.
No, he likes it. Hitchens Zepeda is
he needs. I just don't like the fight. Like Zepeda, like this is a showcase fight to me.
I mean, there's Joette versus Luis Alberto. It's a title, but it's like,
Well, Joette. I mean, anytime that Joette, has a chance to get a beating, because you know me. Like I feel like racism is an evil in the world today, and can only be cured by righteous hands. So if Lopez is hitting him with righteous hands, it's good. God will love him more.
I think Macau Mayer's on this undercard too.
Yeah. So it's always good because, like I love going into my spiels.
Scroll up, Pilot.
Oh yeah, just mention it again. Okay, I can mention it again.
Okay, like, geez, Pilot.
This nigga King P probably down cooking burritos, doing fantasy, and he's still keeping up. But this nigga Pilot right here engaged, right here, nigga.
But
the card's trash otherwise, though. Goddamn.
But in terms of obviously what's going on in boxing today, and the whole thing with Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, like I don't know if this is like some overblown shit or whatever the fuck. But I mean, it all stemmed because
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a damn about this. Like this thing is so manufactured, so stupid. I don't give two flying fucks.
Yeah, it's honestly. I mean, at this point,
people talking about it. It's just. They get mad disrespectful, but it's like if no fight come out of it, it's like,
Yeah, because
I just think that fight's gonna happen at welterweight. Like by 2027, it'll be at 147. Like it ain't gonna happen for a minute. It'll happen eventually.
But it's like because I know. I mean, I know originally before Shakur didn't want to take the 25% to face Haney, and Haney, of course, is looking to go get a fight with Prograis. And I know Eddie's like, the venue and everything, hopefully have it by next week, blah, 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 blah. That's Eddie talk, Fast Eddie be talking. But it just seems like, these two are just idle. I mean, Haney at least has something going on. Shakur just seems to be like he's assed out. I mean, although the WBC did order a Frank Martin fight, if that comes off, that would be a surprise to me. Like, seriously,
I had doubts at first, but it seems like it's going to happen for real.
I mean, because it's going to be for one of the I think the WBC is doing like champion and reset.
WBC interim.
Oh, is it interim? I thought it was the actual belt.
Oh no, actually no, because I think he's in reset.
No, it's for the real belt. It's for the real belt. You know, interim. It's for the real belt.
Yeah.
Oh, because Haney's a champion in recess. To me, that basically sounds like interim, but whatever.
No, he ain't never fighting at 140 again unless he gets knocked out, man. You know, I mean, he's not fighting at 135 again unless he gets knocked out. You know what I mean?
Or he faces Tank. I mean, Tank. Yeah, he'll face Tank at 135. He'll shrink down again, but
yeah, he'll get knocked out. But he gonna lose bad if he fights at 135 again. He don't need to fight at 130.
But the thing is, that I think now I think he won't let go of those belts until he sees where he can actually.
No,
go.
he's trying to hold his belts. So yeah, I already know the play. He's trying to hold his belts as long as he can because that maximizes his value. I mean, you know, I know you lost one of the belts, kind of, but you still have to, you know, you try to maximize your value. You need those belts. We say belts don't matter, but sometimes they matter. You know,
well, belts do matter. Like,
no, I know, but sometimes we say they don't. Sometimes it doesn't matter. But in his case, it definitely
sometimes
matters.
it doesn't matter, but for him it matters.
Yeah, for him.
And for right now, for the sport of boxing, this moment in particular, it matters because so many undisputed fights, so much attention on boxing. More boxers are getting on YouTube interviews and shit. Like the sport really is on the up right now. So I would want to say belts do matter.
No, I'm saying belts usually do matter, but I'm saying, you know, certain point. But for Haney,
they do for him though. Yeah,
for him. I mean, but I don't see him fighting 135. But he definitely gonna hold them belts as long as he can.
Right, because I mean, because it's like, I mean, with them, like, I mean, obviously Haney. Well, if Prograis doesn't come up, then Haney is going to have a whole bunch of mandos that he's going to have to do.
He's not
you
funny.
know,
He looked bad. You know,
he gonna do all them shits.
He's been looking, even like the Loma fight, the way in when he pushed him. I saw a picture today. Like when he pushed him, you can see his ribs. He didn't look healthy. I mean, I think he'll be better at 140. He needs to fight at 140. You know, but
yeah, and
I don't want the Corrales shit to happen to him where he takes too long to move up, where it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and of course now with them and Shakur going back and forth over this video that was secretly,
they were going blatant. I mean, they was a little overboard, calling each other the mom and dad is out of their name, and it's kind of that's a little overboard.
Yeah, that was kind of weak because it's like niggas arguing like they on the collie and shit. Like, I think so and so is a better boxer. Nigga, fuck your mom, yo.
Fuck your mom. Fuck your dad's a bit.
Like damn, like
yeah.
I just think he got a better jab. Nigga, your sister sucked dick. Like the fuck.
Yeah, like it was just like, you know,
like, shit.
I mean, it would be one thing if these two actually signed to fight each other, or at least they actually had fights to suck. But it's just like it's just a whole bunch of the Twitter fingers and Twitter fingers that's just going. It's just too fucking far. I'm just reading Orca. I think Haney beats Tank but loses to Shakur, and I believe that too. You know,
I think he loses to both.
Tank would catch a chin eventually. Tank, you know, but we don't know.
And then Blazing Killer's like, I believe Shakur beats every lightweight right now, including Tank, and Loma gives him the toughest fight. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because I mean, Shakur is low reward, high risk, low rewards, because he's, you know, he you know, Shakur is a technically sound fighter. Like Shakur is a nightmare to fight. You know, and it's just like because he could just punch you in his first gear and stay like that without pressing for a knockout. Although I think he learned from the Nakatia fight, like, you know, no one wants to see him stay in one gear and not.
He boxes more aggressively now. Like he definitely, like it's no more 1-2s. It's double, triple jabs, 1-2s, and like which he's capable of doing, which I want to see. Like, and not just him, just more people. Like, like y'all averaging 500 punches in a round in training, but y'all get on ESPN and be like, all right, let me turn into Adrian Bruner, like,
right?
Like, come on.
And Shakur has, you know, he's knocked out Herring. He's beating down Valdez, like, you know, he's beating Joe Gonzalez. Like, dude can clearly needs a high level talent. And I mean, the only person who I don't blame for, you know, who I don't blame for him not fighting is Usyk Cruz, because Usyk Cruz ran from that Shakur fight. Like,
he did. He ran hard.
Yeah.
Like,
motherfucker was Speedy Gonzalez with that shit. Andale, Reba, shit, nigga. Like that.
So he can run. Like, I don't like how you black guys box. Like,
yeah. And funny thing, it wasn't his fight. It was Cruz's pops that was like, you know, I don't like you. You don't stay still. I'm like,
nigga, that's worse. Like,
yeah, it's like, you better take your punk ass and fight this man. Like,
and see, and that's the thing. Like, just imagine your pops or your older brother, uncle, sister, auntie, whatever, whoever trained you, and they're not even afraid of your opponent's power.
Right.
They're up here, damn, crying about this nigga gonna move too much.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I would feel kind of embarrassed. Like, damn, you he's not even really afraid of me. Like afraid of this nigga for me. Like
at 135, Haney, you know, he looked bad. You know, he's been looking bad the past 3 weigh-ins. You know, he's like 25, about to be 25. He's growing, you know, growing still somewhat.
Yeah, but that's why I was like, I mean, I would have rather at least try to see, you know, Haney and Shakur at lightweight because, like I said, it's still an intriguing fight. You know,
it'll happen at welterweight. If both guys are on the scab.
But Shakur kind of didn't want that. Like he kind of fucked it up because
he could have took 25. He could have 25.
He could have took the 25. He would have been right on point.
He probably would have beat Haney. I mean,
Haney would have probably been drained.
I'd favor him over Haney. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely for that fight. If it would have happened this year, yeah, definitely.
But I think at 140. I think eventually it's gonna happen at 147. I think them, Teofimo, and Ryan will all mix it up at 147 in a few years. I don't know.
These niggas is crazy because if they were smart, I'd be trying to make a Haney fight right now, the soonest possible. While he is still being drained and struggling. When y'all niggas wait till he get to 140 and he's acclimated to the weight and shit, or he get bigger and say 147, whatever, it might be more of a problem then. Like
he might be a better. I think he looked better because I mean, honestly, he didn't look that great against Loma. You know what I mean? He didn't look that great against Loma.
But he still beat Loma. Like he beat him. I mean.
I thought he beat him. I
thought he lost, but
I thought
his body shots kept him in there. And it wasn't a robbery. Like it could have gone either way. It was a close enough fight. You could have had it either way. Like
7-5 either way is a close fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. So 7-5. 7-5 either way usually not a robbery. Usually not a robbery.
Yeah, but either way, like these two guys stop, you know, getting personal on Twitter and Twitter fingers and shit like that. Because you know Michael Benson, he's wearing the screen cap every fucking
retweet merchant. The AI motherfucker. Is that even a real person?
No, he's a real person. Yeah, he's
that motherfucker acts like a bot, bro.
I think it's a chat script or some shit.
A retweet merchant content.
Yeah, imagine if I think too is imagine because now he has legit boxers. They retweet his shit. Like imagine that. I
feel like Tank can beat both these guys, but. At 135, Tank at 140, I don't know about
but the problem with Tank is Tank doesn't take the fights he should be taking.
Nobody wants to see him pitbull. I mean, I know we said let's just do the cruise fight, get it over with, but I still don't want to see it.
I don't want to see a fucking.
I get it. I only argued it for this year.
No, yeah,
get it out the way.
LB kind of wanted.
No, I don't. Dude, look. Honestly, my personal opinion is Cruz didn't earn it or done anything to really make me want to see that. Yeah, you gave him a tough competitive fight the first time. Yeah, he had one hand for half the fight. Yeah, I get it. And you had some momentum. You carried that into the Gamboa fight. You got an easy layup. And, you know, you were still buzzing. Niggas treat you like a star. But then you just kind of, you took too long to fight another top opponent. And then when you did, you didn't really look all that great. It was so you could say technically you barely just earned the Tank fight. Get it out of the way.
I don't want to see him think like if
Tank better knock him out. If Tank don't knock him out, I'm saying then Tank can't. You know, Tank better knock out.
Spoil on the vine for y'all niggas.
Get that shit over with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This year is over because I would hate for a Cruz fight to be actually in discussion for next year when it's a whole new year. Everybody's schedules are kind of like up in the air or blank because like nothing's been set yet. You got a chance to really make the Teofimo fights, the Haney fights, the Loma fights, Shakur fights, all these good fights. And you know, you got Cruz right there, like nigga. Like, nah, I ain't trying to see that. My mom would beat your dad's ass. Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Niggas saying shit like that. I really don't see how Tank beat Shakur. Haney loses to both. Shakur also loses to Tank. That's Haney guy. I agree. Shakur clearly outboxes him, and if Tank gets frustrated, he's going to be getting countered crazy. Even though Shakur chin is untested, it's going to be very hard to catch him good. Shakur versus Tank isn't like Tank versus Haney, where Tank could most likely find an opening in Haney as he had known flaws and has been outboxed before. Shakur has looked very good all around. Orca saying, Shakur saying, You need to take risks to be great. Then decline to 25% is damn near Adam Sandler level comedy.
No self-awareness.
Honestly, no self-awareness.
That's my dog Gorka. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, honestly, he set himself up and
now
he had a layup with that.
He's trying to set the narrative. He's trying to set the narrative like, oh, Frank Martin are gonna duck me with that tweet. I feel like he was throwing a shot at Frank, like, oh, you gotta take risks, But you're the one that didn't take a 25.
Martin just had a undefeated, like Martin just fought like 2 undefeated niggas in a row, ain't it?
Back to back,
yeah. And he's not even heralded as dumb niggas. Remember, everybody has Tank, Loma, T.O.
Yeah, Frank is
like underneath them niggas. Paul.
Yeah. We got Frank and Will Zepeda leading that second tier, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
and honestly, like Frank, like he's fighting tough fights. Like him fighting Shakur next, if that happens, like especially when niggas were getting out him for his last performance.
Yeah, if he does that, that's cool. If Devin fights Prograis, that's cool. Like basically, but let's say if you're not fighting each other, stop all this Twitter finger back and forth shit.
And let's set it up for next year. Then if y'all gonna do all that talking, like put it in motion.
I'm telling you, 2026 at 147, they'll eventually fight.
Dude, no one look. I can't remember who said it in the comments. I think someone's. I ain't even gonna go back all that. Somebody. I hope this don't turn into like a.
I think Orca said that. Spence Crawford.
But yeah, that's it. Like shout out to Orca. Like that's what it's trying to make this. Yeah,
that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. Unfortunately, this is what it is.
The boxing got to get over that, nigga. I'm like, big fights need to happen like within a year or two, not this damn saga.
Putting it in different divisions. It should not happen at no damn welterweight.
Dude, Pat Wright. These motherfuckers would have to fight 3 times next year at junior welterweight or whatnot. Set the world on fire before we like. Okay, yeah, I can see these niggas meeting up at welterweight, but. This ain't La La Land, nigga. That ain't gonna happen.
Right.
Motherfuckers gonna pick and choose 1 fight, 2 fights out the whole year.
Theoretically, my line of thinking is if these guys are unscathed, you know what I'm saying, and they can get eventually when Boots and them are out of the division, then they can, the welterweight division, type of thing. I mean, that's because those guys are eventually going to be at 147. I mean, you know what I mean? And they're still at 25, 26. It ain't gonna happen until they're about 30, bro. I'm just being.
Yeah, I mean, they might go to 147, but they better be fighting at the 140. They ain't
gonna fight, but they ain't gonna fight each other at 140.
Nah, you're looking at it like, okay, they got to do it for the fight to mean something. It has to be at one of the original divisions, ass nigga. Like it got to be at 135 or 147. Nah, it ain't. Dude, you've had big fights at 140 before. Like
we know for sure. But I mean,
And see, this is why Tank and Ryan Garcia needed to happen, because whatever significance it didn't have, the timing was perfect or happened when it needed to happen. So all these other young niggas are still going to be under the microscope when it comes to making fights, because now niggas is like, yo, like we've seen Teofimo take chances, seen Haney take chances. Hey, Shakur, Tank, hey, we need to see you niggas mix it up with these other niggas who's been taking these other young niggas taking chances. Right. And we don't want to wait until 147 either. Exactly. So yeah, fuck all that. 147 got his own drama. Like, nigga, we still waiting for a goddamn Thurman date. Boot, Stan Jonas. Nigga, cut this shit out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You up here, don't put that energy in the universe with motherfucker. Yeah. You know what? We'll have these niggas fight at 147 and the rematch at 160.
Yeah.
We gonna skip 154. Who does that?
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, if you're not fighting at lightweight, fight at 140 and do it quick.
Yeah, the next weight division. Like, you didn't hear Taylor.
I'd like
go to 147.
I like it to happen, but I just don't. I'm just being realistic, unfortunately.
Well, we got to change the way realistic sounds this year.
The year's almost over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that means
this year ain't nothing been realistic about this year.
Yeah, that means they better fucking fight. Yeah, we're almost in September. They better fucking they better have a fight scheduled by at least November or some shit.
Or just surprise us all and pop up with a fight signed.
There you go. Yeah.
Give me Spence Pacquiao energy. Just let me just scroll through Instagram one day and be like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Set date November so and so, December something. Like, oh wow, like okay, like let boxing fans get good surprises.
I was about to say, because before we wrap it up, I know Orca just mentioned, unfortunately, Keith Thurman went from one time to no time.
Damn, Orca, we was cool until then, man. You can't be tarnishing the great legendary Keith Thurman, nigga.
Yeah, I mean Keith had his own problems until, hopefully they announce something for him.
Fight date coming soon. Don't worry. You're gonna put some respect on Keith's name again. Just wait.
He gonna make Haney and Shakur look bad if Thurman get a fight date before them niggas.
A significant fight at that.
The pilot, Pat was silent for for a good minute. Like you could have heard a goddamn crickets go off and shit.
No, me too. I'm a former Terminator, but he just don't fight enough. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga said former, dog. Like,
I'm just saying they fought like 5 times in 7 years. Like I can't, that's crazy, bro.
Nigga, once you do like, how y'all some fair weather ass fans?
No, active Thurman's great for boxing because he talks. He's great on the mic. You know what I mean? He's a great boxer, entertaining. Thurman never been really in a boring fight, but I'm saying he don't fight no more. He don't fight often.
The Bundu fight was boring as fuck to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Which one?
The Bundu.
Oh yeah. He's been in a couple, but I mean, for the most part, he's always in the
No, you're right. Everybody gets a bad fight here and there. How did y'all score Thurman and Porter? For Thurman, nigga, what you think? Jeez.
Thurman 8-4.
Thurman 7-5.
I think Pat and P were watching that live, right?
Yeah, we were there for that live.
Yeah, like Thurman won that shit clearly. Like niggas be trying to be like, no, Porter.
I was on the wave. I thought Thurman, even though people say he was scared a little bit, I thought he could have beat Spence.
He'd have kicked Spence ass, yo.
I thought he could have beat Spence. And I'm not saying that because Bud fried the fish. I definitely thought Thurman could have beat Spence, but even though Spence, big bully type of fighter.
But he want to play petty games. Saw what I got him.
Right.
I still like Thurman, but he ain't fighting enough. We heard you, Pilot. Henny Pilot.
All right, that's enough with the Thurman slant.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know why he's supposed to fight the Ugas bear, Ugas, but this is what it is.
Nah, if we gonna get a Stanionis fight, but Ugas is gonna bore us some other time.
You guys, I don't know. That'd be Stanionis Thurman. Just a tough fight for Thurman. I mean, I think that's tough. It's tough, man. And now it's tough. I mean, back in the day, I don't, But then again, I mean, Stanionis ain't fought in over a year. That's time he fought with Spence. Was the Spence Ugas card.
Get the fuck out of here, Orca. What you smoking? Thurman versus Danny was more exciting for me, borderline welterweight classic level fight.
No, I was there for that. And
that fight was good for 6 rounds, then it fell off a cliff.
Try 4 rounds.
Yeah, you could even say 4. You could say 4.
I mean, either way, that's probably the last prime Thurman performance that you got from him before the injuries really started.
That was the end. That was the end of prime.
There's so many better Thurman fights in that Garcia fight. Oh, that was the end.
That was the end of it. But I mean, look, that fight kind of got me heavy back into boxing. You know, what I mean, that was around my birthday that year, so I was like,
it was on TV, dude.
Free BS.
Honestly, if 2023 would just go to the moon in boxing right now, if we got a Fox PBC card or any type of live card, like on regular TV, like Channel 4, Channel 10, ABC, NBC type shit, and it was like a legit championship world level fight, like a Thurman Garcia level type fight. Like boxing, like I'm saying, like just off the strength of Pilot saying it back then that's the fight that got you. If that happens now, it's over. But yeah, man, we pretty much done, man. Like no more Thurman slander.
Yeah, and then
Pacquiao's an all-time great, nigga. Yeah, it's a casual thing.
And one more thing for me, just before we wrap it up, because I know Blazing Killer, the casual fans try to discredit Thurman, talking about how he lost a 40-year-old senator is such a casual thing. The problem is, it's because keep in mind, Manny Pacquiao wasn't seen as a PBC fighter until, of course, he went over. But it's not because Pacquiao is from the previous welterweight era. He's not supposed to be getting wins over prime fighters in 2020. In 2019, excuse me, and that's what happened.
I think, I still maintain if Thurman took after the Josecito Lopez fight, if Thurman took another little tune-up after that, then I think he would definitely beat Pac. But
no. Thurman was not taking a tune-up.
I know. I'm just saying if you want to win that fight, that's my
opinion. Dude, there's no woulda, coulda, shouldas in the land of Thurman.
No, Pilot. Listen, Pilot. No, there would have been no tune-ups. If he didn't fight after Josecito, if he wasn't going to fight again, if he didn't fight Pacquiao, because he would have gotten hand surgery, because his doctor was there for the Josecito fight, told him he needed hand surgery, and he told him, "Don't touch my hand. I think I'm going to get this Pacquiao."
Fight with her hand, yeah, I know that.
So, yeah, there's no it's either you fight Manny, or you don't fight at all and get the hand fixed.
And you got to remember, Keith Thurman already made a career of fighting once a year. Lopez was his tune-up. Like, niggas just got to live and die with that at this point. Like,
yeah. And it was that fight that made me think, Pacquiao could actually beat him. Like, that was like, there was nothing in that fight.
And really, if we're being honest, that Manny thought that too. And that's why they picked him. They were on record as saying they picked Thurman because of how he looked against Josecito.
Yeah. It was not really one of those fights like, when you're getting buzzed by him, which he was, and you knock him out, but you don't really stop someone who's pretty much taxed. It doesn't look good. Especially for a nigga that was called one time. So. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh yeah, no, Pacquiao has a really good chance of beating this guy. and Pacquiao.
I don't like how niggas is ending the podcast on Thurman after we done talked so much about body shots. Fuck that. Yo, King P, say some slanderous shit about Usyk so we could be good.
I mean, our listeners are bringing him up, bro. It's not like we're talking
I don't care. Fuck Usyk. He's the real. He can't take body punches, yada yada. I don't care. Let's wrap it up.
I mean, our listeners
brought. Imagine what Pacquiao would have did if he would have landed to Usyk body. Like, come on. Like, jeez, he would have killed Usyk. A heavyweight Usyk at that.
I very few body shots.
Acting. That nigga was acting like motherfucking Clayface and the Harley Quinn show. That nigga was just going into different characters.
But,
I ain't gonna lie, this season been weak as fuck though.
I honestly haven't watched the last 2 episodes. Mostly because I've been busy, but mostly there's been better shows on. I'm on that winning time. Winning time is on point. Like,
Yeah, I heard about that.
Pat, we gotta do a little wrap up when it's done.
We're definitely
gonna get canceled. Hopefully the show don't get canceled, man.
Yeah.
Penny guy, don't be giving Pat any ideas for titles for these videos.
We're definitely gonna have some pause, like some body in the title. You know what I'm saying? Some with the body in the title.
Revenge of the Body.
Tell me, are you that somebody or something? I don't know, some body shit.
Oh, y'all niggas go see like y'all about to collab.
Tell me you are that somebody. I don't know.
No, leave that to me. I'll think of something. Trust me.
Don't cry for me, Arj. Body.
Well, yo, let's get ready to wrap up because I gotta go get to bed so I can get up and go pump some iron in the morning. So, final thoughts, LB. Your final thoughts?
Good show, good energy. I feel like the podcast was better than the weekend of boxing.
Yes, sir.
But it did one thing. It moved the sport forward because it gave us energy and just have bars and just go in and shit. So it served its purpose. Hopefully this week is a little better because honestly, if Mayer fight and the Ubang fight, if that card ends up being, we get those 2 fights end up being good for what they worth, maybe it'll make up for this week. But that's all I got to say. So, shout out to everybody that was in the chat that came through. Show love. We appreciate it. More fly shit on the way. Just stay tuned. Check out the TikTok. More training videos. More fly shit. More articles. Yada yada yada. Y'all know already by now, my nigga. This ringgangeradio.com. We the greatest.
Yes, sir. AOP, your final thoughts?
Good cast. What a fucking midweek of boxing. Yeah. So this was not a good weekend of boxing. I was more entertained by the wrestling than the boxing. So, and actually, I think that might be the case next week because there's 2 wrestling pay-per-views, WWE and AEW. So I'll probably be more entertained by the wrestling once again than the boxing, but I'll make time for both. So it is what it is. Ring Gang Radio all day. You know where to find us at YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, ringgangradio.com. We up.
Yes, sir. Pilot, your final thought?
I don't got much more to add. You know where to check us out at ringgangradio.com and every platform imaginable: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Google. You know, everything else. You know, shout out to everybody in the comments today, showing that love. You know, we'll be back this week, talk about some random shit, and that's all I got.
Yes, sir. And the only thing I definitely got to shout out to is Overtime Boxing Promotions on DAZN. Honestly, DAZN got something with this show, and this is a full recommendation. If you've never seen one card,
isn't it done this month? Supposedly,
this is the last card for now. I know they're planning on putting more.
Hopefully they bring it back because I mean that Truck lost a 0. Damn, Tank's boy Truck lost a 0 last week.
Yeah, but in all the fights there, I pretty much because they do KO bonuses and shit like that. So even someone like Albert Bell, who has 5 KO, even
he got a KO randomly and shit.
Yeah, I the energy behind it because they're holding it in Atlanta, so they got the niggas is out there.
I saw Carmelo there. Yeah, I saw Carmelo Anthony. I feel like it's like a showbox, but with more glitz and glamour. You know.
No, it's like KO Nation. I know LB knows. I remember killing
it. I gotta watch it. Their hand. It's the Vladimir Hernandez and who was he fighting?
Lorenzo Simpson, the dude that lost his 0. He was one of Tank's boys. One of Tank's little bro.
Oh, okay, I'ma definitely see that because I want to see that because
that was a good fight.
Everybody was talking about it. Y'all said it's a good fight, and I know Hernandez brings it. So
that was low key. I mean, low key a top 20 fight a year. I mean, top 20.
It's not a fight of the year. No, I'm not gonna go.
No, top 25. I mean, I'm saying it was a solid fight.
There's no such thing as a top 25.
I'm just saying it was a good fight. It was a good fight.
It was a good fight, but I wouldn't. It's not a fight of the year type of candidate. It wasn't that type of fight. It was a good fight,
but it's a good fight worth me going back watching. Like y'all sold me. What was the other fight y'all sold me on tonight? To watch. So I could remember.
Nico Ali.
God, thank you. Shit.
Yeah, but like I said,
I would have fucking forgot that.
Oh, did you see Abdullah Mason, Pat? Real quick, do you see Abdullah Mason?
Nah.
I saw him, but I wasn't. He talented. He didn't get the stoppage, but I mean, him and I was disappointed in Shusha. Shusha didn't look. He looked off.
Shusha didn't look good either.
I saw a little bit of his fight. Yeah, I saw like the last couple rounds.
He looked like he was going through the motions. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Abdullah Mason is a talent, though. I wish he had gotten the stoppage, though.
He stays in the pocket a little bit too long. I don't know.
Yeah, though. But the overtime had the best boxing this weekend, though. And I'll say this too, if you see, I know people it's on DAZN and whatnot, but no.
Hold on, please. Can I ask you this one question before you wrap it? I'm sorry.
What's happening, bro?
What? I know you said the glitz and glam like the KO, but what just makes it more just stand out? I know I grilled y'all niggas earlier, but so my bad. But just
the presentation, the energy, like I said, because it's in Atlanta, so it's
in Atlanta, so it's the crowd too.
They zoom into the crowd. I get Carmelo Anthony, you see NBA players, rappers in there in the crowd sometimes.
Okay, so I feel like so.
Danny Jacobs was out there too.
Danny Jacobs was there. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
it has this. I'm gonna make sure I see this shit.
Yeah, it has a fresh energy. It's the presentation's good. The commentators, they're not talking nonsense.
Oh, hold on, it's different commentators too.
No, they got Algieri and
they got Algieri and somebody else.
Hold on, but when I say we ain't got the what's that motherfucker? The nigga who be fucking up the zone.
Not Mannix.
You don't have Mannix.
Chris Algieri and that the zone guy. He calls it the lower level.
Okay, so that's solid. Okay.
He's good. He's good actually. The low level guy in the zone who does the smaller cards, and Algieri's really good too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Algieri's solid. So all right. Cool.
And then the action has been on point. Like the action is good. Like people that don't necessarily score KOs are scoring KOs.
Yeah, that kid Haven Brady who was on Top Rank. He was so boring on top rank, but he had a pretty good ass fight a few weeks ago. I was like, what the fuck, Haven Brady Jr.
I'm sold. All right, my bad. We could get on.
Yeah, but
it's good. At least somebody else probably could hear this and be like, "Oh shit!" Like, I'm sold on overtime.
And I was putting it in the ring gang Twitter during the fight, like, yo, they got some. I know, Jake Paul's been doing his shows, and his show is decent too. But overtime promotions, they got something now, and y'all need to support it. Like, I mean, yes, I know it's on the zone, but
would it translate to like a bigger, like, maybe more significant fights? Like, say if you was to say, give me a fucking good fight real quick. Jeez.
It's basically like
if you was give me Anthony Yard and fucking Caleb Smith. Could that work in that atmosphere?
It's mainly American,
like a title fight or some shit. Like,
it's mainly American dudes, but I don't know. Maybe if
I couldn't think of no American names. Like,
maybe if we keep supporting it and shit, maybe eventually they have something like that.
Okay, let me ask you this: would it work for a Shakur Frank Martin type of fight?
No, it wouldn't. Not right now.
Oh damn!
I mean, Shakur Frank Martin's going to be a big fight on ESPN. You know what I mean? It's different.
I know, but I'm saying if you was to throw in Atlanta and add all the shit that Pat just said that makes it stand out from anybody else,
basically,
would it work with bigger names? Is what I'm asking.
It's like KO Nation meets Friday Night Fights. It's basically it works as that type of platform, like free of all the bullshit.
It's all the showbox, like the high level prospects usually. You know what I mean? That are
okay. So it could never be like no damn. You couldn't have no motherfucking Haney Prograde fight there. And,
no,
it ain't gonna work.
It's for guys that names aren't fully established. It's for guys that aren't fully established yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Like they're known,
I'm still sold on it though.
They're known, but they just need more exposure. Like
yeah.
They do have.
You've seen them on either PBC or Top Rank or other shows. You know what I mean? That kind of.
All right, cool. Yeah, all right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but outside of that, though, you know where to find us. Especially the YouTube and the website. I'll say the YouTube. Listen, like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends so they can do something. We can all be friends. And if you're feeling a little bit generous, you see our banner been scrolling for the last 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. Our PayPal is right there. You can go to the website too if you want to donate and whatnot. Because like I said, we do this shit for y'all. And we thank y'all for listening to us on a Monday night into a Tuesday morning, man. Just vibing with us and whatnot, man. We always appreciate that. And yeah, man, we're gonna be back on Thursday, I'm sure. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio doing representer, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT artist, for King People Dega P, and for Conscious Pilot. This has been a wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Peace.